7,
Seven.
8,
8,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15.
And a bunch of pussy.
Fuck you.
Welcome back to mlptg, the Bannermanes, episode number 85, Pinned Down. But what will happen today, that is for me to know and you to find out. As for what happened last time, Moonplaner.
Last time on the Bannermanes, we had just completed our fight against the evil guy with the weird-looking sword and hat. He cast a spell from the sword, stabbing it into the ground, and everyone who had that funky necklace around their neck, including 777s, was suddenly turned into a paint monster, but not triple because he was still alive and conscious, but it was choking the life out of him. These living graffitis just oozed out and started swarming us and attacking us, and we had to fight all those bodies again. We were separated and surrounded on all sides. A fight ensued. We held them off at bay, collected the sword, collected the hat, and Electra, with her quick thinking, managed to go into a room where a couple of the soft paws and one of the thugs was getting choked to death. She managed to save one of them, and then he proceeded to save her, hiked her up on his shoulders, and started running out. We fought off as many as we could, collected what we could, and we bolted back to the museum. On our way there, we picked up as many civilians as we could carry. When we arrived at the museum, we opened the door and were once again ambushed by living graffiti who forced their way inside. Duck was nearly fell, but we completely surrounded that one, tearing it down. And before we could even catch our breath when we thought we were in safety, murals of ourselves, doppelgangers, two-dimensional, flat on the floor and the walls, came out and started attacking us, and they had the same abilities that we did. It was like we were literally fighting ourselves. And through sleep deprivation and burning the midnight oil, we completed the fight. And in the midst of that, a painting of Ord, once she was defeated, the ghostly image of Ord herself came out and joined the fray. How she came to be here, we do not know. Out amongst the city of Holbeck, there are still living graffitis attacking the citizens, and while we are definitely eager to help them, we do not quite know how. We definitely need a long rest. Our spells are depleted, we are severely injured, and we are going to have to face some very difficult decisions today.
Alright, it's a pretty good summation of today. So I'm going to go ahead and unpause the last of those images pretty much like melts away. Funnily enough, not really leaving too much of a stain on the walls or anything like that. They just kind of fall away. Along with a lot of the other liquids that you guys have just kind of thrown at them. And there is the ghostly image of Ord. Tall as ever.
Ord, is it you?
No, yes, yeah, that was supposed to be a prank, but God, it went all wrong.
What the hell happened?
Well,
why are you in the paint, and how did you get here?
Okay, look, I was just trying to get here, and, I started doodling these things because I saw there were doodles everywhere, so I just started doodling some. Then, halfway through it, I just get sucked right into my own artwork. I wasn't even done. But I just wanted to surprise you guys, but yeah, the part where they were fighting, yeah, that wasn't part of the plan.
We'll discuss that later, Ord. We're certainly glad to see you either way. There are still civilians outside who are being attacked by these living graffitis, and I think the hat and this sword has something to do with it. Magic casters, Brainiac, Pingwing, that means you. Fireheart, everyone, we need to get together and look at these items and find out if there's any link to disabling the spell and putting a stop to it.
Alright. This would be the point in which I ask for occultism checks.
Occultism checks?
Uh-huh.
I got Madame Fortuna right here. Let's see.
Thank you very much. Because Pingwing looks at this, scratches his head. I honestly, I can't make heads or tails of this. Neither can you, Wickerwind.
I got legendary now in
Wickerwind is distracted, like dipping his antlers in the puddles of paint.
Yeah, so we're going to a little distracted alert. Fortuna, you come over here and start searching your data banks for anything that might, point to, like, I guess, what is your question? That would be what I'm asking. What's Fortuna's question?
Wait, we're analyzing the dagger?
Analyzing that sword, I think, that Moonplanet
Yeah,
put out.
the sword. Well, exactly what it is. If there's anything in particular that is special about it, or if it's just a regular sword.
You're looking at this. I mean, you notice the same thing that Moonplaner was able to put together on an identify check, which was the runes that are on it. And that'd be
Alright.
I'll just roll it right here in the chat right here. It'd be these ones right here. So the +2 greater striking, fearsome, wounding, adamantine, falchion, and but past there, you're kind of like looking up and down. You feel like you probably gotta sort these scores better. I swear to God. And you kind of start like looking at the gems that are going up and down, and those artistic pieces that kind of seem to be adorning the sides. You're pretty sure you've seen this somewhere. You can't really recall on whom. But what you do know is that the last time you can recall ever probably having seen something like this was in your golden port, actually. Even that you're 125, you can gander that probably happened a very long time ago.
Golden port.
Wait, this thing comes from Golden Port?
I'm saying, like, the last time you could recall anything having to do with some of these designs, or maybe like a familiarity to them, would have been somewhere in the respect of Golden Port, though you can't put your finger on what, like, the more specific details than that. It's more like, yeah, I kind of, like, from Fortuna's perspective, she recalls having a familiarity around that area with this object.
Right.
Was it forged there?
You asking Fortuna?
Oh, wait. Yeah. Was it forged there? Wait, we don't really know for sure.
We don't know. That's a specific detail.
Yeah. That's a specific detail. But I just know that Golden Port. Last time we seen this thing was from there, but that's about it.
Well, what about the hat, Stitch? Show her the hat.
Hat.
You don't call me Stitch. Swift takes the hat off and shuffles it over to Fortuna.
We know that Stitch, and he brings the sword and the hat to her. We know that Stitch was wearing this hat while wielding this sword when he cast the spell. Is there any way to reverse what's been done?
Oh, you meant the other Stitch, of course.
Well, do we roll a check for it?
It probably detects some magic if there's a magic on it.
Oh shit! Fuck it! Yeah, I've never actually used detect magic before. Fuck it, let's do it. And I'm going to amp it as well. Fuck it.
Ooh, what does your amp do?
Let's see. Amp. So your pulse of detection helps you gain sense of nearby magic strength. Hang on. Item 4. You pinpoint the source of magic with break precision. In addition to the bonus against saves, when you pinpoint the source of the highest level magic, you determine exact location, whether it's a target or it's still hidden to your other sense. I don't think it would work in this case. Maybe just regular detect magic would just work just fine for this one.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Boom, you know, Fortuna's flipping all the levers, all the buttons, that kind of thing. And you go to try to detect magic on this here hat. Nope. Doesn't seem to be any magic on the hat.
Just a hat.
It'd just be a hat.
Well, Fortuna, you were there. Did you get a good look at the spell that was cast?
Wait, which spell? The
one that turned everyone into living graffiti, that activated the necklaces.
I think they just started melting.
I know, but there was a lot of swirling and magical auras when it was stabbed into the ground, and that's what caused the necklaces to turn everyone. It's what shows.
Right. Could it be coming from the necklaces, though?
I don't know. This is outside my expertise. I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm grasping at
It's
straws
outside of mine too.
Well, do we have any necklaces?
here. No.
Well, I mean, I still have the one that I never put on.
Oh, let's analyze that one, I guess.
Swift reaches in and grabs the necklace
You
that he had.
You reach in, grabbing your necklace and displaying it. What you'd notice is that swirling ankh in the center bead that you guys had seen before is now like glowing fiery red.
Anybody want to try to put it on?
Ah, no reason for that. We already know the results.
Well, I guess detecting magic on this thing doesn't really do anything. We know it's magic.
Tangent says I'll put it on.
Don't.
Yeah.
Are you
on.
fucking stupid?
You're the one that suggested it.
Oh, I was just merely pretending to be retarded.
Oh my god. Tangent. No, we don't put it on, or else you might turn into pain.
Oh.
Yes.
What about our resident detective?
Yeah, where
Oh.
is she? Bellhop,
Oh, shit, I'm coming.
put your
coming.
cigarette out. We need you.
Shit. Oh, shit, there we go. Who the fuck is that? Oh, wait, no, yeah, never mind. Okay, there we go. Wait, where are we? Okay, let's see, what do we got? What do we got?
Well, Bellhop, you come up here, there's a number of things. There's a sword, there's a hat, and oh my god, there's a ghost.
Oh, wait, I've seen that lady before. Anyway, let's...
I've seen you before.
I've seen you before, but
She
it's
was
not
at
important right now.
Yeah.
She was at Belmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just funny. I've seen you before. Goes back to the hat. Alright.
Alright, this hat. Alright, I gotta... start taking some leads on the hat. Start
Alright.
opening up a new case.
Alright, what's your case name?
The hat, the dagger, and the necklace. Parentheses, the dagger is actually a sword.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You start taking up this case. So now
How
you
do
get,
I
you get
keep
fancy
track
pluses
of
to
that
things.
stuff? Do I put it down in my notes that
Yeah,
that's one of the
that'd just
case?
be a character note thing, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm
You got
gonna
a
put
book,
it there.
you're writing it down, wherever your bellhop's taking her notes.
All right. Yeah.
Alright, so you take up the case. Now what are you
Yeah.
doing with that case, Anon?
Hang on a second. I'm just finishing typing here.
No problem.
Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take a clue on wait, hang on. It's an exploration. Yeah, I gotta pursue a lead. Maybe let's start with the hat.
Alright, you start with the hat.
Trying to look for something in particular, like any signs or logos or whatever that might be.
You start trying to take up any signs that might, give away some clues on this hat. And piecing two to two together, you're looking at this hat. It seems that this hat, as far as you are aware, is the same kind of hat that a drum major would wear. And in fact, there is a centralized, little, medallion, like a badge almost, right at the front, which would be the city's Bannermanes chapter badge. It has all the signs of it, and other than that, it doesn't seem to really be have too many other clues than that. Seems to be Instructor's
Just a
hat.
standard hat.
Yeah.
Look,
It's what was that bit about the main stitch or whatever?
Yeah. Where, where's our paladin?
Yes.
Stockade.
Where is Stockade?
I'd have to imagine this has to do with controlling, being the leader.
Hmm.
It's a hat one of those band ponies might wear. I don't know.
Well, Swift, you wore the hat while wielding the sword. Did you sense anything?
I didn't feel anything.
You call for Stockades, looking around, and that's when you realize both Stockades and now 777s are both missing in this museum.
What?
I saw Triple go to the door. Is he gone?
He doesn't seem to be in here.
did they capture him?
I think he just ran off again.
Triple! Moonplanner is shouting.
You
No.
shout this, hearing a couple more gunshots in the distance, and then some windows breaking closer to you, as if that noise had alerted something.
Shit. All right,
Missed.
back inside. I don't know if the actual main stitch avant-garde wore a hat like this. Also, I may have alerted something.
Side note.
What'd you alert?
Something that set off a gun and broke a window.
Well, you
Oh yeah.
probably don't have to go hollering
What's
for
the
the lad again in the future. That just seems
What's
silly.
a gun?
What was that, Taser?
No.
What's a gun?
I think we would know what guns are.
Oh yeah, guns are a
Oh.
thing.
Yeah,
they're
we
just
know
they're
what
just
guns are.
they're just uncommon.
It's a thing that goes boom and shoots a thing.
Yeah, it do be shooty.
Yeah, it's a stick that creates an explosion that you hold in your hoof, and it sends a bullet.
It's a boomstick.
It's a death stick.
It's a wand, but with gunpowder. But yeah. Anyway.
Gunpowder.
So this hat is it just looks like a normal hat.
It looks like
There
a
is-
completely normal hat. The thing that doesn't look normal is the sword. That looks very not
Okay.
normal.
You know what? Wait, hang on a second. Give me a moment. Oh, okay. Frequency once per every 10 minutes. I gotta wait until I take the new lead with the sword.
Well, the sword does have Aetherstone. You can see it embedded into the adamantine here. Hold on a second. Moonplanner is getting visibly agitated. He's like, "You two, come over here."
Can Tangent says, "Can I cast detect magic and use my knowledge, Arcana?"
We need
Ah.
occultism.
It's occultism this time around.
But Moonplanner's gonna grab these two and bring them over to Bellhop.
And as you start
Alright.
bringing him, he stumbles. I mean, they're both injured and near death, so they're not doing so hot right now.
You're not gonna die today.
All right.
That doesn't.
Might as
I'm
well
just saying, like that's what happens when you grab them and they start pulling. Like they're not very easily
Do
pulled.
you want me to heal them?
This one over here, that would be nice.
Okay, let me get a heal ready.
This better not be a burst heal, or is it yeah, or just gonna scoot out of the way for this one. Yeah. But I'm fucking off. You guys have a good time. I'll be here when you need me.
I'll start working on healing this guy. I'm gonna let Bellhop do her work. Oh, she is doing a burst heal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got another one too. Let me.
Oh wait, I'm out of range.
Maybe just annoy the puppet.
While Tangent's doing that, Moon Planner's going to ask these two. It's like, what do you know about that Stitch character? He was wearing that hat, wielding this sword when he started turning everyone into living graffiti. What do you two know about it?
Sorry, what was your question once more?
He points out that the sword and the hat were worn by Stitch. What do these two know about it? How do we stop it?
I do not know, she says, kind of spitefully. All I know is that the Stitch, as we called him, she puts like big quotes around the word, killed several of my own friends. Needless to say, he is an asshole. And
No kidding.
the other one, the big guy, I don't really know what's going on. All I know is, and he gives like an awkward look over to Wickerwind. You don't know hard feelings.
No, definitely hard feeling.
I'll have to work on that one. And
As Wickerwind is like, but Wickerwind seems distracted. He's more like looking at the wall as he's painting with his antlers that are dipped in the paint.
You're painting?
he, like the big guy, he kind of like leans over just a little bit to you, Moon Planner, like just imparting this information. He's just like, I kicked his ass for about 2 weeks, I did. I'm gonna have to rebuild that relationship.
Ooh.
Well, right now you're working for us, so if you want to rebuild any...
Hey, I'm not working for nobody, he says, booping you in the chest. I work for the Jackals. It's just, he scratches his head. One went kinda insane, didn't he?
Alright. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do a thing. Give me a moment to fucking... I've been wanting to use this for a long time.
Oh boy.
Fuck it, I'm gonna fucking try to intimidate this guy.
Okay, you look at him intimidatingly. Let's see your make sure you're set off onto public, and then
which role?
Oh, you just have yourself set to private right now.
Yeah.
And Moon's gonna roll to assist. He's gonna say, as far as I'm concerned, the Jackals are disbanded and you owe a debt to this city. And since we're the ones who saved your ass, you owe us.
Right, Bellhop,
Okay, wait.
give me your
give
me your check.
intimidation roll. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good, I guess.
All right, and he versus Will DC seems like his frightened value did not change.
God damn it.
But, you know, just namely because it takes the highest source of frightened, and right now this guy doesn't have his necklace on, so that's where he's at. Look, I don't care about you or any other Bannermanes. I might care about that Kieran down there a little bit, and he points to where Electra is. Well, it's besides the point. Ugh. And this one over here kind of rolls her eyes and looks to you, Moon Planner. You do not start speaking about debts when you have lives to save, yes? Don't start dragging us into your moral quandaries.
Look, we just need to clear up this city. Come on.
Kind of like, she kind of blinks. Give me a diplomacy check, Bellhop.
Like, hear me out of this one. We got a city. We can barely even get out of this building. Let's just work at. Shit, that's a shit roll. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, it's supposed to be blind. So give me that blind.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah. Let's re-roll it blind then. Oh, we got a city full of fucking paintings just running around, and honestly, you guys might not even make it out alive. So we should probably just join forces and just stop fucking bitching.
Not only might you not make it out alive, but both of you would be dead if it weren't for us.
Yeah, look at that guy. He's near death.
I understand as much, but and she pokes Moon Planner once more. I am not going to be doing it on the grounds that this one says right here that I owe you some kind of debt, because I do not owe you anything. And she looks.
I don't give a damn about how you want to twist the words. I just want to save these people, and we need your help.
Ugh. Fine, I will help if it endangers me somehow. Whatever I need to do to get out of this city is what I will be doing. And she rolls her eyes. I'm with her. She's kind of scary, not gonna lie.
You know what? I'll sweeten the deal. How much do they pay you?
And she kind of like thinks, well, my payment comes from the Godfather. And she thinks a little bit. I would gander much higher than you are willing to part with.
Let's see. I have around 6,000 gold, but in the copper pieces.
And she looks you up curiously. No. And then she kind of thinks. She looks toward her friend for a little bit. Oh, I don't know. Nobody said we couldn't tell. Fine. The Godfather is paying us 100 platinum per artifact that we deliver back to him of value. Like that sword, and she points toward the sword, would be a very apt prize for him.
Understandable. Right. Well, I tried, boys.
And she smiles. Well, now that we've settled that I am not breaking my ties with the very people who pay me, perhaps we can now be on the same side, she says with like big quotes again. Though I am not doing it for you or any of you. And she goes off. She's kind of like preparing herself. Come on.
Tangent whispers, I don't trust her. To Moonplanet.
You're all the way up the stairs over here. How are you supposed to do this?
Come on.
She's just going down. There's a couple commoners that are in here that are like, they seem to be kind of going down and like looking around and generally like trying to, talking about something as they move around the place. What are you guys doing?
So we have no way.
Why can't I roleplay unless my token's in the room? Come on.
You're literally right here, Tangent.
I just moved it.
Nobody moved it.
No, I moved it.
Oh, okay, well, you're there.
Well, okay, I whispered to Moonplaner, I don't trust her.
I think she means what she says. She's just pissing me off. So we have no way of stopping what's happened. No way of reversing the spell, because we don't have any idea how it works.
Hmm.
We have to.
Wait, if all the paints forms back together and then we just reverse the spell, do we just create an amalgamation?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Like okay, so if multiple graffitis, we just fight them and then they just the paint just goes in and they just melts together and then just leaves it's just multiple puddles on the floor, but then they just kind of collide with each other and they just mix together and then we reverse the spell. Would we actually accidentally form an amalgamation or some shit?
Oh, well, none of us know how this works. That's why we're kind of stumped.
Yeah. Has it been 10 minutes yet?
Has it been 10 minutes for which one?
Oh, since I've taken my last clue, I might try and just take a look at the sword, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, let's clue on that sword. Let's take a look at it. Maybe pursuing a lead on the sword.
You pursue a lead. You're welcome to give me a occultism check.
Occultism check. My question here is that maybe that
Moonplaner's gonna Treat wounds on Duck during that
All right,
time.
first of all, occultism check, and then I'll. But my main question here is the Aether Stone itself. Would it actually give it some magical properties, or is it still just a normal sword like we've seen? Like magical properties that are not fucking, I don't know, striking or whatever. No, actual weird shit connected to the things we've seen.
Bellhop, you're looking at this sword. You you are like 100% already confident, as you said, with like all the things that you've already seen, the +2s, all those runes, everything like that, up along the upper top edge of the sword. It's more odd. You're kind of like looking at this. Your empiricism itself, and the fact that you'd rolled exceptionally well, would get you this information.
Wait,
you see that those Aether Stone gems that are there, as you kind of turn them to and fro in the light, really looking at them. As you turn them, you know how like a holographic card will do that like weird effect to it?
right?
You see that same thing, though for a moment, it's almost as if something might be swirling inside of them as you turn it just the right way in the light, and you notice it just for a half second.
Oh, wait, how much did I roll?
You know what? I'll reveal it, why not?
Oh, God. Alright. Well, alright, there's some weird shit going on with this thing. It's not just regular Aether Stone, look at this. Just look at it just right. There's something swirling inside of it. Wait, is it the same swirl that we've seen on the necklace, though?
Is it fiery looking?
The what?
Moonplanter.
The swirl that I've seen on the inside the Aether Stone, is it the same as the swirling on the necklace?
You look at the patterns, and I mean, yeah, it's somewhat similar, but it's only like I said, you only noticed it for just a half second, like
right,
swirled, and it's like pattern. It's similar to how like when you look into the beads of those necklaces, you see that little pattern inside of it. This is still a really dark, deep black stone. It looked almost as if for just that moment when you turned it into the light the right way, it was kind of like the center design inside of like a marble. And you saw this swirl into it, and then it went black again.
Moonplanter grabs the Ankh necklace and holds it up to the Aether Stone on the sword, lets them touch.
Huh.
What was that?
Nothing happens, I guess.
Moonplanter picks up the Ankh necklace that
Okay.
fights against the frightening, and then he touches the Ankh to the Aether Stone.
You touch it to the Aether Stone, and as you do, that's when something different happens. You see from that spot of Aether Stone that you touched it to, you hear almost like a deathly, ghostly scream that makes specifically you, Ghost Ord, shivers run down your spine as you hear some like ethereal like yell coming from some unfortunate soul as something wispy out of that gem curls around the necklace, and then it just dissipates into a paintless form on the ground. Then, looking at that spot that you had pressed it up against, though the necklace is no more, it's now paint on the ground. The gem that you had touched it to seems even darker than before, as if probably it had been used.
So, hang on. We made the balls touch.
Yep,
We made the balls touch, and then the necklace turned into paint?
The necklace turned into paint after a weird ghostly yell and a wisp came out of that Aether Stone gem that was being touched. And now it looks like that one's darker than normal. As if out of the four here, that one is no longer has what it has. It's been used.
Well, at least now we know it. We know these two are connected. Now we gotta... What?
How many more necklaces do we have?
I'm not sure.
Just that one, right?
I think... Pretty much we just gotta figure... We need to figure out how this was done wirelessly.
Well, whatever was inside that one Aether Stone, it's now gone. Some kind of spirit or whatever got pulled out. Now it's a paint puddle on the floor. There's 3 left. I think if we can find 3 more necklaces, we might be able to discharge whatever magic is in the Aether Stone.
That
Yes.
paint on the ground starts kind of like it's like slinking away. It's not even enough to make like a full thing. It's just it is a lot.
All right.
It is trying to slink away.
All right. Bellhop will just do the thing and just to spare us some trouble here. I'm just gonna dump some alcohol on it.
Yeah, it dissipates very fast.
Is anyone else? Who else has? I mean, I know we almost gave necklaces out to everyone, and a lot of people just decided not to wear them.
I think Electra has one.
I have one. And she gestures. Duck has hers.
I think Ophi had one too. That they
I
decided
believe-
not to wear.
I believe that they did, yes.
Triple.
All right, let's
Where's
kindly
Triple?
borrow the 2 from the Kirans and from Duck.
Okay. You have 2 more?
All right.
Well, 2 Kirans and Duck.
Okay, so we're trying this again.
Electra, Ophi, and Duck.
I would suggest we keep one for further testing later on. We don't want to repeat this experiment multiple times and just, we get the same result over and over. So let's try with 2 of them and just keep the third one for until we have more information.
All right.
All right. Just start touching.
Alright, so who's touching what?
Touching Duck's Ankh to the second piece of Aether Stone.
You touch it to the second. Are you taking it from her or having her apply it?
He'll take it from her.
You take it from her and put it to the thing. Same thing happens, it gets closer, it starts reacting a little bit, though the wispy one that comes out of here is a shrill female yell by the sounds. No, let me out, and then just once again paint right onto the ground.
Ew.
And then back onto the ground, just like this weird amalgam starting to crawl toward you, Moon Clanner, and you kind of hear just like the words like and it just kind of it flattens out over the alcohol that's already onto the ground.
Gonna roll crafting to identify. Is that another living graffiti?
I mean, yeah, you don't really need a crafting check for that. It was graffiti, it was paint on the ground, and it was alive. Like, you've seen these.
It's not really a graffiti, more like a splooge at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. Thing is, I'm not sure if these are like innocent souls that were wretched and were like killing them. Like if there's a way to save them or whatever.
However, the second gem that you pressed it to, that one is now darker than normal. So now there's only 2 that are slightly lighter.
We're talking about Aether Stones on the sword, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Wait, there's multiple Aether Stones? I thought it was just 1.
There's 4.
4.
Oh, there's 4. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'll deal with the moral quandaries of that later. Moonplaner will take the third and press it up against the Aether Stone.
You press it up against the Aether Stone, the third, and as you do, you hear yet another voice. This one, also females. It cries out, seemingly the sound of sobbing, crying. For a moment, you're almost certain that from that wisp, you could see almost a Persian face. You get sucked up into that necklace wherein it swirls around, and then same thing. Splats into the paint on the ground. None of these seemingly having... I mean, they were around bodies originally. There's no bodies around these anymore.
I don't feel good about this.
I don't either, but
The
They
third
don't
gem
have
goes
bodies.
slightly dark.
if they don't have bodies to go back to, then at least their spirits are free from that trap.
What if the spirit is... They're just... The splooge is on the ground now?
I don't know. Is that possible?
I mean, that thing was clearly alive.
I mean, the spirit clearly was, but
What are you rolling religion for?
I forget. What was your question, Ord?
What?
What was your question?
Oh no, but I mean that was probably Bell actually speaking. Since,
Oh,
but yeah, yeah. My question is like what I'm trying to figure out is that those, it turns into paint. Those spirits were fucking screaming. I don't think they were being freed. I think they just turned into paint.
but we destroyed the paint, so if the spirit was trapped in the paint, then it should be free now, right? That'll be my question.
I guess.
There is one person in here that's noticed a lack of spiritual energy in the room.
A lack of what?
Spiritual energy in the room.
I've got you turned up, mainly. It's hard to hear you.
Oh, I said there's one person who's definitely feeling something odd.
Yeah. I don't like this.
What's happening, Ord?
This is bad. Oh, I have a really bad feeling about this.
I mean, there's one stone left. I'm hoping that discharging whatever is in the Aether Stone might destroy whatever's left of the other living graffitis.
I guess something here is wrong. Something about this is very wrong.
Well, there's a lot about this. That's what's been going on. That's very wrong.
All right. Yeah. So, Ord, is there something you wanted to roll for or whatever? You just I don't know. They called you over here.
Yeah. I guess I am no expert in any religious stuff.
You know who is?
All right.
What?
Tangent, do you have any insight?
Oh yeah, Tangent. If you want to give me your religious check, and then what's your question when you roll it?
Yeah. It's a public roll. Let's see.
Technically be blind, Tangent.
Oh, but come on.
Yeah, except
May she please keep that one?
if you burn a hero point for it.
Okay.
You know knowledge checks are blind. What's your question?
So I can burn a hero point to keep it?
Yeah, I'll
All
allow
right.
it. This one time, don't make it a habit. All right. And what's your question?
Okay. I want to know if the spiritual energy reducing is dangerous to us.
If it's dangerous to you?
Yes.
What spiritual energy specifically? Like, I mean, Ord's there. Yeah, she's dangerous to you. You know, what's your more specifically?
The spiritual energy released when we touch the two stones together.
Based on the couple experiments that you ran here, and the fact that you have a much higher roll than some other folks here, no, it's not dangerous to you, but it sure is dangerous to those spirits that don't exist anymore.
Oh, okay. I told
What?
him that it's destroying spirits.
Congratulations, you guys have killed 3 spirits.
Oh God.
Okay. So what? They don't go to the other planes? They're just completely gone?
Correct.
Oh.
One remains. What are you guys doing with the last one?
We just fucking killed. We just killed. Oh, this will look bad on my report.
I don't know what else to do.
Well, I'd say just don't touch balls. Balls are not gonna be touching anymore. Just this experiment is over. Yeah, and yeah. Meanwhile, here, Ord is actually starting to freak out real bad.
Now, Ord over there is starting to look pretty sweaty. Ghostly sweaty.
Just fucking... Yeah.
All right, all right,
Got
all
it,
right.
got it. No, 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 no,
Stop.
no.
We'll
No,
stop. No
no,
more.
no, 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 no.
I mean, what else is there to do except just wait till morning and try to fight off the living graffitis one by one?
If we just like,
Where's she going?
My God, I'm going. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this one bit. It's starting. Fuck.
Wait a minute. Those two over there mentioned some godfather. And Moonplaner will fly over to them. It's like, you two. You mentioned you work for someone named the Godfather, right?
You asking them?
Yes.
And they, like, look up. Yeah?
What is the Godfather doing with these relics? Is he trying to preserve them or steal them?
And just kind of gives, like, a little bit of a shrug. Don't know.
Would he know anything about the effects on the living graffiti and how to stop it?
She kind of, like, looks around. Look, I don't know if... I guess, sorry, wrong person. You're talking to big guy, right?
Both of them. He's addressing
them. I do not know if you've ever run an organization, but killing a large portion of it is probably not in his battle plan. So, probably not. And she kind of like gestures to like around her neck where like she had pulled off hers. It's still kind of like, yeah, like part of her fur had been like turned into paint, and you could definitely see that, like it stained her fur, like where the necklace was.
Look, I don't think Stitch had anything to do with this Godfather individual. Did he?
Of course. And then he has been the one here leading this artifact expedition for quite a while. And she kind of like scratches her head. Just didn't realize that he was that mad.
Never mind.
Yeah, they've pretty much told you the extent of their knowledge, and I mean, past this point, if you failed or succeeded on your rolls, if you failed, that's your roll for the day, like on this object. You got 24 hours to your next roll. Succeeded, you could keep trying to get more information until you fail.
Well, the Godfather's obviously not here. Hold on. Moon will go back to them. Do you know where the main Stitch avant-garde is? Is he still alive?
He kind of like looks up. I do not know who this main Stitch you talk of is. And she looks like a little confused. Is this Bannermanes stuff?
Yes. This museum is a tribute to the history of the Bannermanes themselves.
Ah, a pity. And she looks around. Well, good thing to know that you got all this stuff out before all this went down, yes?
Look, this was the Bannermanes headquarters for Holbeck. The main Stitch would have been here. He would have at least known something about this while he was evacuating the citizens from Holbeck.
Well, if it happened long before I got into the city on my assignment, so... You might want to talk to perhaps some of the remaining folk who have managed to escape their untimely demises, who have been here longer.
Yeah, you know what? Moonplanter will do that. He'll start going around speaking to the citizens that are here, seeing if he can collect any information regarding the main Stitch.
Give me your diplomacy check for information gathering. Blind, if you could.
I will hunt prey on the main Stitch, and that will give me some, I think it's a +2 circumstance bonus to Oh wait, no, that's only to seek. Okay.
You're not seeking, you're getting information.
Yeah. Team, Moonplanner waves everyone over. He wants us to work together to try to get some information, and that will permit him to use an ability, if I can find it.
Diplomacy roll. I can assist.
Yeah. Everybody should be able to do this. If I can find the God Blessed feat. It's an archetype feat. Where is it? Posse, there it is. Alright, so yeah, basically we're rolling diplomacy to gather information, and using posse while I'm hunting prey, everybody gets a +1 circumstance bonus to gather information. That's what I'm trying to do.
Fantastic. There you go. Alright. Let's see those rolls. Make them now if you are. I will note that as you guys are starting to gather information from individuals, some more individuals seem to be finding their way into the building, either through windows, some of them running into the door, closing it sharply behind them and breathing hard. A various number of individuals, and all commoners of course, who are trying to seek refuge in this place, as 35 of them show up, and 10 more jackals themselves all show up in this area, and all through your through asking these folks various information, apparently told that this was a safe place to come by either somebody named Jackweed or somebody by the name of Stocks.
Oh, that's what they're up to. Okay, good. Yeah, everyone come in.
All right, they all start coming in, and you guys start diplomatizing, getting your information. Swift, I'll start with you since you're the first one I see here rolled. What are you gathering information about yourself?
To see if anyone knows what might have happened to Avant-Garde.
You ask around what might have happened to Avant-Garde. You get like a mixed bag. Some of them seem pretty mad at Avant-Garde. Abandoned the city in this. As soon as these something happened, so everybody started getting all sorts of scared, and he scarpered off. Him and his sister. And it says one, and you know the other ones. You get like a mixed response from them. Same, like definitely a different picture painted here. I heard. No, that's not right. I heard he stayed right up to the very end. He's always been, trying to help us in the under. It's just, why would you show your face if you're a main stitch? You'd be target number 1, wouldn't you? Tangent. You're going around asking questions. What questions are you asking, folks? What rumors are you trying to get information on?
I'm gonna say, have you seen Avant-Garde?
You start asking if anybody has seen Avant-Garde. No, I haven't seen him. Says like a lovely couple.
What does he look like? Can you get me a description?
Yeah. In fact, I'll give you one better. And they pull out a small painting of Avant-Garde. Because Art City. They seem to have a few sketches and that kind of thing, paintings, little watercolors, those kind of things, like a book of them that they were keeping with them. Tangent, you get what looks to be two different ponies of which I will grab here and post. Baba booey. Look at that.
Amre.
That's a familiar looking hat.
Which one is Avant-Garde?
This one, and they point to number 2 on that painting there.
Number 2, okay.
I'll drum major him. They kind of nod, and they kind of do this little conducting sort of thing. Not all bards have to play instruments. He controls the whole band. And
Hey,
I
see eyelashes in here. What the hell?
Drum majors and their looks. Artistic interpretation, he says, looking at the sketch, and he kind of looks for his pencil. Damn it, I left them all at home. And then points to this one. This one's his sister, though.
Alright.
And, points to that one. Didn't really make a main stitch, though. She never really seemed too salty about it. But they always, he does like a I'd imagine this is probably a griffin if he's crossing his talons, right? They're always like this, and he crosses his two fingers together. Never left each other for a second. Alright, that's the information Tangent gets. Moon Planner.
Yes.
What is your knowledge check for? Or I guess diplomacy check, sorry.
They already asked my question. Moon Planner would ask, where was Avant-Garde last seen?
You ask around, trying to get where Avant-Garde was probably last seen. Once again, kind of a mixed bag. Some people kind of come together. I think I saw him, leaving the city, though more from the hat, right? And he gestures around his head. Just always had a hat. I swear I saw somebody leaving the city with it. He kind of thinks a little bit. Pretty common hat, though. And
was it this hat?
And another person, when you pull out that hat, that's his hat. That's the. I've seen that hat before. Not leaving the city though. How'd you get it?
We found it.
Oh.
Where'd you find it?
Over by the greenhouse.
I know. You know, that probably is the last place I saw him, innit? He loved that greenhouse. Always went over. Like Semitone's gravesite. Great bard him.
Thank you. We'll get some food and water together for everyone. In the meantime, just do your best to comfort each other, stay away from the doors and windows, and we'll do our best to get this sorted out.
Tangent says, what if he was turned into paint?
What?
What if he was turned into paint?
Oh.
Avant-Garde.
Hmm.
You get a couple like nervous murmurings from the crowd as you say this, Tangent.
Well, I mean, it happened to so many other people, and it wouldn't leave a trace.
Well, being that Avant-Garde was a main stitch, I'm sure he had plenty of skills up his sleeves that would prevent him from turning into that. If there's any trace of him left, we'll be sure to find him. And Moon will approach the jackals again. It's like the Stitch character, that mirror pony. Do you know where they come from?
The mirror. You're just asking about the one that they called Stitch.
Yeah.
Dunno. And are you asking? Sorry, I should ask this. Are you asking commoners or the jackals?
The jackals.
Yeah. Asking through the jackals, you kind of get a pretty synonymous response. Look, the Godfather, they'll tell you, has whatever reasons that he likes to do stuff. You know, if you want artifacts, you're gonna have to go after people who have these artifacts. And these mirror guys are always going on about this sortion bullshit. And they kind of like roll their eyes. Not like we chose to work with them. They just want to come down here and do it. And then they're always trying to convince you of stuff, right? Nothing right. Always about, hey, you want to join us? Just lift the hood. Just lift the hood. Shut the fuck up. They say, just like they're expressing their feelings about these guys. I don't want to lift your stupid hood, and I don't want to be one of your mirror. You have to go through some stupid ritual to even do whatever they did to their bodies to make them like that.
So they originally. What was that, Tangent?
What's sortion?
You are free to give me. Let me just double check the type of roll on that one. You're free to give me. I believe it's an occultism roll, but hold on that.
Wait, occultism?
It'll be occultism. Actually, this is any of the 4 things here. Go ahead and recognize that item.
Would knowledge nature apply?
That would definitely apply, yeah.
Right.
Wait, I should have used knowledge nature, never mind.
There you go. Well, regardless, you and Moonplanter and Your nature check confirmed also. They seem to be talking about the same thing the last one did when you rolled this last, the Mirror of Sortion.
Oh, okay.
How do you spell sortion?
S-O-R-S-H-E-N, just like it sounds. Here you go. Here's the link for it.
I thought it was Sortion.
Pretty much you know the name. Don't really know too many of the finer details. What you know about this mirror is it is definitely an artifact that you probably don't want to be looking into. You probably know what it does, which is, yeah, shows you what you most desire in life, and then refuses to let you stop focusing on that desire, for better or for worse.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and there are a couple of the now that there are some jackals in here, you actually do get, Moonplaner, a little bit more information from some of the older jackals, as they said. Some of the older people who are around here do have some other information on mirrors for you. I just wish they hadn't turned our leader into one of them. It's probably what drove him mad.
Your leader, he called himself Stitch. Was that his name?
Yeah. And he kind of like nods. Of course. Betrayed the Bannermanes at all.
What?
And they nod. Well, don't look so surprised. Everybody's got a price. His was apparently that sword.
Well, he was wearing the hat that we found. I guess that Stitch could have actually just been avant-garde.
Did you ever hear Stitch go by a different name before he turned into one of those mirror ponies?
I've never asked him. I was just going boss.
Did you see him before he turned into the mirror?
No. And he kind of like shakes his head. Not personally. He might have. And points to like another one. Yeah, I saw him. Fancy hat and whatever. The moment he switched, yeah? Tossed aside his little, what do you call it? Baton. Picked up the sword, eh? It's all over for there. He knew how to wield it. Knew what he needed to tell us. He got together like sticks and stones. Apparently, he got his orders from the Godfather himself. So why say why do anything else? That's where we get our orders from.
And Moonplaner would hold up the picture that was provided for them. He's like, was this Stitch before he transformed?
Yeah. Whoever made this? Pretty good artist, them.
I see. Thank you.
Yep.
So our main Stitch apparently betrayed the city for promises.
Well, he said everybody's got a price. Apparently his was this blade. That's what he told you.
What about his sister, though? Moonplaner would go back to the civilian who provided the picture. Avant-garde sister, this one. What was her name?
I don't know. I'm not Bannermane, am I?
But you did say they were inseparable. They were always close with each other.
And he wasn't the one who said that. That was some other person. Yeah.
Whoever. The griffin who linked his talons together.
And yeah, oh right, him. Yeah, sorry. And you go back over to that person. It's like they give you the name. Yeah, her name's Rennie. I think last name's Stance. You know, the whole that
Renaissance?
Renaissance.
God
It's a
damn
cute-
it.
That's a pretty name.
Yeah.
God bless America. Okay.
God bless America, me.
Hmm.
And
Does Moonplanter actually say it in front of everybody?
say God bless America.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. He invented an expletive to show his discontent with the language of other ponies.
Hmm.
He doesn't know what it means. It just rolls off the tongue very well.
What's America?
I don't
It's
even
a
know.
mare called Ika.
Write that down. Write that down.
I don't even know what an America is.
It's a mare.
A mare named Ika. Is that like a pimp named Buckback?
Yeah, it's America.
All right. You guys got some information.
That we did. None of it good.
So he didn't steal the hat. The hat was part of him.
Evidence of the pony that was left behind to madness.
Was that triple?
Oh, I would say that at this point that's when they come back.
Yeah. So how?
they
Yeah.
the door busts open with like I guess the last of the 35 coming in basically.
Mm-hmm. A couple more like come in accompanied by what looks to be triple.
Where's Stocks? He's not on the map.
Oh, and Stocks. Let me put Stocks down on here. Boop, bop, boop. He's invisible somewhere. I just forgot where he went invisible, so I'm just gonna put
Oh,
a new.
he's sneakier.
I'm putting a new Stocks on the map. Bonk. There we go.
They've returned basically. They're intending to probably go back out again.
Triple looks a little bit more roughed up than Stocks does, but yeah, they kind of come back into the place. A couple of them obviously thanking. Most of the commoners seem to be kind of thanking Stocks more so than Triple. There's a couple that are, but Triple kind of like in this last little bunch that comes in seems to be accompanied by a couple more jackals than commoners as they fill out the numbers here.
Yes. Triple basically saved. Let me see the roll again.
35.
Yeah, 10 jackals. It was Stocks who saved more citizens.
Mm-hmm. And there's Triple, guys.
Seems that Stocks had little interest in saving the jackals. Well, if there's nothing else going on, he's probably gonna go back out again.
Oh, wait, where are you going? And Pingwing actually comes over to you, Triple.
To save more people, to save more of these guys.
Oh.
There's not much I can do to help you guys with the whole investigation, whatever.
Oh, fair. And he looks around. I wish I could help out more, but I kinda... I need to re-prepare my stuff.
Yeah, the prepared and stuff. I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, and
By preparing spells and shit,
yeah.
I should probably. Oh wait, I should probably re-prepare them myself.
Well, if you're gonna be re-preparing, you're staying here for the night.
Yeah, I'm still. Fortuna's gonna stay here for the night.
I'm getting a headache.
Dox is probably going to say something like, "We can do regular runs and get as many citizens back here."
A headache out of character.
Somebody cast heal on tangent.
But he's basically just suggesting that like people go out on patrols basically and bring back as many as they can,
Moonplanter,
while the others rest.
Yeah, Moonplanter is busy scribbling down notes as quick as he can. But yeah, I imagine the folks here are injured. They need medical attention. They need food. They need water.
Very much so. Well, if you're doing that through the night, that's going to be rolls. I need to know right now, are you guys resting for the night? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
have to.
Alright, pulling the trigger on that. You're resting for the night.
How far can I height and create food?
You should know that.
Yeah, you should know how heighten works BCS, but you're gonna have to re-prepare for the next day. It's not like you could just do it on the fly right now.
I don't think these guys are starving. They can probably wait one more night for food.
Regardless, here's the question: Stocks and triples go out to continue getting more people through the night.
Triple heal up before you do.
Yeah, he's running back. This reminds me of the time when Fig and I had to go pick up some farm animal. Okay, but yeah, he'll be here for healing.
Alright. Moonplaner's gonna do his healing. He'll heal the jackals first. Oh, wait, no, I gotta do the healing action. There we go. Utility, treat wounds, knowledge nature, master. There we go, that's better.
Docs can just do this 3 times.
There we go. That 46 goes to him. And to save on rolls, Moonplaner's just going to go around doing as many medicine heals as necessary. He'll get the party back up to full.
Fair enough.
Now, Wicker Wind would assist in medicing up.
And I think Tangent has medic ward, so she can heal multiples.
Ward medic. Yeah, Stocks can just use...
Alright, bumping Pingling
where-
back up to...
Where did Duck go?
She's small, she's up here.
Wait, oh, right.
She ran off to the north end of the map, and I lost sight of her.
She's right here.
Where?
She's been where she's
Right
always...
here.
She hasn't moved.
Oh, there she is. Okay. Sure.
Oh my god.
Can anyone cast negative energy?
Clerics can.
Oh, for Ord.
Yeah.
What? Well, did I rest? Wait, we were rested up for the night.
No,
does that
not yet.
actually-
You guys haven't even done your checks through the night yet or anything.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, Moon.
I thought for a second I thought we did. I just to go back to normal.
Triple is taken care of, and yeah, he's gonna go back out with him.
Triple, before you go out here, take these. And Moonplaner's gonna take out 6 elixirs of life and give them to you.
Oh, well, I was gonna ask if you'd like to come too, but this helps just as well.
Reminder on those, you don't actually get the batches of those till you actually complete your long rest.
True, but these are still active for 24 hours, so they should last through the night.
The earlier ones from the day. Yeah, he'll take that.
So you can add 6 of those to your inventory, and they'll be gone by, I'd say, between 7 and 8 o'clock, because that's when he prepped them yesterday.
I'll try to remember that before I drink one. Triple was going to say, anyone else who wants to join me? Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so the jackals would get brought up to full health. He would go to the citizens, medicine them up, get himself, get the party. So,
Alright. Get these guys up to where they are. They seem a lot more comfortable now that some of them, some of their own, have been brought back into here. They're a little bit more at ease. They don't really seem to be helping too many of the commoners, but they're not hurting them either, so.
Yeah.
That being said, you guys have watches for the night, yeah?
yeah,
Take charge on it.
I'll take second watch. Who's taking first?
I've got it.
All right, we need a third watch. Third watch. Tangent, maybe?
Tangent went to bed. She's having a headache.
Oh, okay, she tapped out. I didn't even say goodnight to her. Sorry, Tangent. Good night. Madam Fortuna, will you take third watch?
Sure. What was it? Well, fucking D100?
Perception.
Right, yeah, no, it wasn't D1, I was perception.
Blind.
Yeah, it's already blind, don't worry about it. Perception.
Alright. And looking through the night, Swift Sail, you kind of keep an eye on what's going on. Thankfully, like I said, the jackals don't seem to really have any more lasting quarrels with the citizens. Turns out having half your force just decimated and turned into paint does just as much shock to them as it does the commoners. And some of them even seem to be kind of like playing cards against each other. Some of them trying to probably diffuse some of the bad feelings going around about these guys. Some you might actually have to use your diplomatic mastery to calm down a few citizens who do start, yelling and shouting at some of these guys. It's all your fault! It's all your fault! Like that kind of thing. You gotta calm down tensions through the night, and I'll take a diplomacy check for that, actually. And yeah, you managed to pretty much keep the tensions down to a minimum through the night. As folks, start getting a little antsy, hearing the sounds of screaming on the outside, and all the things from before. Slowly through the night, they start kind of like dying down, little by little by little. You might assume people are either found a hiding spaces to be. Maybe some people, obviously died. But regardless, the amount of streams through the night starts to slowly dwindle down. Through the night, however, more people start kind of like trickling in one by one. Same story. Stocks and triples seem to be doing pretty good out there in terms of what they're doing. There's another 26 roll in, commoner specifically. And another 27 on top of that. It's starting to get to be a really crowded place. Almost too crowded. In fact, I think that would pretty much be like you're pretty much at the limit of what this museum could pretty much hold at that point. Like on the ground and people kind of like all pushed up against each other. But they manage it. It's more keeping everybody quiet. That's the hard part. Moonplaner, through this night, as you do hear those screams sort of start dying down, you notice that same thing. These people through the night still filtering in. Doesn't seem to be anything super odd. Obviously, I'd imagine you're keeping a lookout for any odd graffitis or whatever. And you don't really spot any. Though, what you didn't realize, oddly enough, is that even as you woke up, you're starting to go around, that blade that you carry seemed to have just found its way into your hooves in one way or another. You don't really remember when you picked it up, but if you're trying to go back to your other blade, or when you wake up, it's there. It's in your hooves.
He would normally keep it sheathed, but on himself. Like you're saying, it's like just unexpectedly already being held.
It's kind of one of those things. Yeah, you're walking around, the moment somebody points it out to you. Oh shit! Yeah, it's in your hoof.
He will take note of that, but he will resheath it every time until he needs it.
Fair enough. And then finally, as we get to Madam Fortuna, by the time you get to your watch, a lot of those cries have pretty much ceased to be out, and it feels like a ghost town. Looking out the window, there's nobody in the streets. You don't hear any gunshots. You don't see anybody running. You don't hear any yelling. In fact, all the people here are so exhausted, they've finally fallen asleep. Some of them unable to sleep, but looking around, keeping quiet. You know, it's like a refugee situation, you know. You do spy something on your watch, Fortuna. Namely, what looks to be a beat-up looking Stalks running toward the door like something bad just happened.
Oh, God.
Oh.
What's going on here? Wait, is he at the door? Oh, they're down. There we go. Oh, shit. What happened? You look terrible.
I couldn't get any more.
Just get in. Just get in.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Triple?
I don't know where he went.
Well, it's right here, but...
I don't know.
yeah. No. No, never mind. It just
That doesn't count.
get it. That doesn't count. That does. Get it.
I don't know where that one went, but I couldn't find any more out there.
Yeah, Stalks, from your time out and about, pretty much, yeah, the assumptions that these guys might have been making were pretty correct. Most of those screams were died down, given people either, you know, being killed from them, finding their own hiding spaces, or pretty much doing the same thing you guys are. There's obviously other neighborhoods in this place. There's other houses people have, like, holed themselves up in, boarded windows, the whole 9 yards. That whole thing. It was just not a lot of people have the ability to really airlock their house from paint. And I mean, in an artist city, there's a lot of paint around to be suspicious of. But Triple still hasn't come back.
Hold on.
Holding.
Holden? What?
I think he went to go... Well, for some reason that rogue, what was his name again? He was trying to go and save these things, and he points to the jackals. I didn't see why we needed to bother with that, but he insisted. He went out to the alleyways, I think.
Did he leave you, or did you leave him behind?
He left me. I can't see. He can just disappear like that.
How long ago did you see him?
About Namely, how long ago would he have saw him? I'm assuming like 2 hours, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
2 hours.
All right. We need to go hunting after these paints, and we need to find Triple. Casters, have you prepped your spells?
Yes, sir.
Is our end of the third watch, or are we still doing our long rest?
This is pretty much just like where the long rest would come to an end.
Hey.
Yep.
All right,
Then
so heal
I
back
am
up.
also ready.
So rest for the night. We can actually do that now.
Yeah, so push your rest for the night button.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Wrist. Meanly, for my herbalist dedication, when I'm making my elixirs and whatnot, do I use the items from my alchemy list, or do I add them to my inventory and keep track of them there?
You put them in there, right? You have your stuff. You see how you're only using 12 out of 15 of your regents, the total cost.
Yes. Okay, so I can craft more.
Every 2 items is a regent. So you could keep doing that, and then you complete your daily crafting. Congratulations.
Okay, cool.
And then that'll add it to your inventory as a temporary item. That'll go away the next time you push that bed button.
Do I need to click complete daily crafting
Yes.
once I got my
Yes,
list done?
Yep.
Okay.
And then it'll be in your inventory.
Fused reagents, and yeah, there they are. Cool.
Easy peasy.
So that means I can delete that. And I can delete that. And that. Cool. Alright, and then I can drag those onto my bandolier.
Alright, and I'm just doing a couple things for Pingwing here, because he's gonna give you guys something cool. An idea that he had, pretty much. But he's making a bunch of them here. Through his daily preparations, he'd be giving you guys some things.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
I know, good boy. Sorry about that. Yeah, he just clicked my button here. Bonk. Alright. Now, he kind of holds up some bottles. Some very fancy bottles. Sovereign glue, anybody?
What?
Ah!
In case we need to glue someone's mouth shut, sure.
No. And he shakes his head. I just had a thought. This is paints, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you throw these at them, they're probably gonna slow down, won't they?
It's very creative. We'll certainly
I
give it a
guess.
try. You know the results.
Alright, who's good at throwing things? Not I, he says to himself.
Well, I'm pretty good.
Alright, he's gonna give you some sovereign glues. And let's see. He's gonna give you 6 of them.
6 of them. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Who else wants some?
I suppose I'll take a hoof of them.
Alright, he's giving you 6 of them. Right, anybody else good at range stuff that wants some?
Ranged. I mean, what is the roll on it?
He shows you
Roll.
his list of it's just a thrown attack. It's just a normal
Okay.
dex roll. It's no different than like throwing like a alchemist fire or something. Pretty much you're using your proficiency in what would it be? Simple weapons, because it's just, you know, you're throwing something.
Hmm.
So if you have any plus to your simple weapon proficiency, you're probably doing better than him because he has a +0.
Do we have a macro for thrown weapons?
No.
It's currently
Well, when you put
currently
these in
on-
your inventory, it becomes a weapon. Well, not the sovereign glue, sorry, but like he has other things that he's going to be showing you guys to be able to take from, such as Peshpine grenades, alchemist fire graters, frost vial graters, and for Fortuna, which I'll drag one of these into your thing, another Dracart mutagen.
Oh shit. How do I drag it in my inventory?
It's already there.
It's already there. Oh well, thank you kindly.
Yep.
Snox is probably going to be asking around, hey, he's going to ask you, where's Renaissance? Have any of you seen Renaissance or Avant-Garde?
Moonplanner will walk up to him and whisper, "We have some bad news in regards to Avant-Garde," and he's going to be speaking softly enough to where the civilians can't hear. Avant-Garde was Stitch. He was promised something from the Jackals, took part in some kind of occult ceremony, looked into a mirror of Shoshin, and turned into the mirror creature that we saw. And the sword was apparently what he was promised.
He falters a bit as memories of being with those two kind of flash by him, and Renaissance. What about her?
We haven't received word on where she is or even if she's still alive. We don't know.
He's distraught by that, but stands back up again. Then there's no time to waste.
Alright. Sounds like everybody's got their thing. Does anybody need any other Dracart mutagens that would benefit from it? Pretty much, if you don't have more than a +6 item bonus in your modifiers, this will benefit you. To your AC, I should say.
It will not help Moonplanter.
Yep, you're at +6. You're correct. Help mode Fortuna. It would help. Actually, it would really help. It would help Ord by +2 if Ghost Ord wanted to take it. I think Ghost can still take that stuff, yeah?
Oh yeah. She's good with potions.
Alright. There's yours. I take it you're taking Ord, or Secondaries.
Yeah?
Yeah, secondaries.
Yeah,
Whoever
yeah,
you're not taking is staying back here.
I'm gonna take order, yeah.
All right. He's obviously giving Duck one of these. I'm just divvying out all the stuff, just like Moon Planner is here.
I guess that means it's a Wickerwind day.
Oh, Wicker. Yeah, because you guys don't have a
Because
heal.
both of our healers are not here.
All right, Wickerwind.
Oh, what?
Tangent's gone?
Yep.
That's
can't-
right.
Tangent
Swift's,
left.
Swift's probably just strategizing with Ophi and Electra.
Strategizing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do not worry, I can heal myself, Stocks is going to say.
Is
Oh.
Wickerwind good at throwing things?
Oh yeah. We impress those all the time by throwing things. Isn't that right, Balcony?
Yeah! Clip, clop, clip, clap, clap, clap. Ha.
You should see us throwing mail. We can get it right into the right mail slots from across the room.
Alright, and as you're handed things, I take it you just plop these right in your bag, right, Wickerwind?
Yeah.
Thump, thump, thump. Oi!
Oh, wait. Oh, what?
Oh.
And he
Reach back.
looks in the bag. Hello?
Mwah! And there he is. The one that you've been being beaten up for the last 2
Oh
weeks.
my god, it's the hummingbird.
I'm pushpin me.
Oh, well, good. They've been, our friends over there have been looking for you.
What? No. They just want to pin me down.
Well, they were beating us up for weeks and you were staying quiet in my bag.
Yeah, why would I want to be beat up?
Of course this guy just shows up when
When did you
Tangent is
get in my
gone.
bag?
Well, you know me. It's
How long have you been in there?
Never you mind.
You might want to clean your bag out.
Wickerwind will start snooping through his bag some more.
You start snooping through your bag. If you had any berries there, when you first had, they're not there anymore.
Oh man, saving that for a snack at the end of the train ride.
Yeah. Well, you can't blame me. Also, Zing, episode title, pinned down. Alright.
Well,
Okay, well, you're here now. Have you been listening? Do you know what's going on?
Well, of course I do. I'm an attentive bird, mate.
Then you're coming with us, and we're gonna go fight some paint.
Why me? Why? He gets whisked off somewhere, I'm sure.
What?
He gets whisked off somewhere with you guys.
Oh, with us.
Yeah. Alright. And you guys go off into... Let's see. Where is the holdback? There it is. Bonk. Elmgate. Here's the question. Where are we going? Alright.
Moon Planner's going to recommend we start tracking down every single living graffiti, taking them out one by one.
That might be quite the order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right solution here. There's so many of them around the whole city.
It's more the fact that if you make a commotion, it's gonna be heard. And you guys are right here.
I suppose we could return to the greenhouse. Search for clues there. See if we can find what Stitch was up to in his downtime.
It's up to you guys. Your guys' adventure.
Might be something to be found.
Also, like Stock
there's
said,
still pink monsters in there.
Triple hasn't returned from his excursion.
Right.
Oh.
Would Stocks know exactly the direction where Triple would have gone?
Yes. Triple, he is almost certain would have gone down like this area over here. It's kind of like these alleyways.
That one. So he would indicate that those were the alleyways that Triple disappeared at, because remember, Triple left him.
Okay. You know what? Let's go find Triple. That seems much better idea.
More friends for better forces.
Yes. Moon is going to hunt prey on 777s and start making our way over to those alleyways, and he'll start tracking them from there.
Awesome. So if you're trying to find signs of 777s, now would be the time to do it. Though you're going to have to give me your valid tracking roll versus a certain someone's stealth DC.
All right. And this is not a blind roll, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean this is player to player, so no.
Meadly.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Oh, do we need to re-roll
Gotcha.
our will save for the fear effect?
Reroll. Yes, you do actually. Well, everybody except for you, Moon Planner.
Oh, everyone except me. Okay.
Yep. Now I'm just gonna.
Say,
I'm just gonna do that all at once. Hang on. Let me go back to the museum. Don't all start rolling at once. I just have a macro to do it.
Wait, what are we rolling?
I'm just selecting your characters, and I'm just doing a group roll. All right. Yes, because new day. Thanks for reminding me.
I just noticed something, by the way, Mimley, and I sent it to you in chat.
Yes, I did spot that. I just need to roll this group thing really quick. Give me 1 second. Hoorah. Aha, there we go. Ba-ba-bam. We're going to do a group saving throw. There it is. And let me just make sure I got my DC right here. I think I do. Yep, okay. So, bam. I'm just going to reveal this. If I can. It'll let me here. Of course, it shan't let me. Boo. It's okay. Foundry, just doing Foundry things. Give me 1 second. I'll get you guys to that in a second. Back to your roll, though, Moon Planer. As you're starting to like look through, looking down across the way, trying to pick up signs of Triple. It is almost impossibly hard to get any sign of this lad. I'll make that very clear right now. What you are looking for, you don't even like. It's almost luck that you stumble upon something that you're almost certain. It's a matching profile to, well, a couple drops of Triple's blood on the way over here.
Ooh.
Can we move our icon over here so that way we can
Yes.
get a visual on where we are? Thank you.
And actually, I'll take you to where that very small, like a couple blood spots, kind of lead you down toward. I'm gonna go right over here. Let me just reveal these, by the way, before we get into that. So I know some of you guys have abilities and whatnot, so take those into account. I don't know who all has what. If you critically failed, you are frightened 4. If you did a normal failure, you are frightened 3. A success is frightened. A success is frightened 2, and a critical success you are not frightened at all.
Oh,
You
God.
strong arm.
It was just one of those. I just selected everybody and just did a group thing. It was like everybody who was in the museum, pretty much. That was just the big guy. All
Jesus Christ! Look at all those critical failures. Holy shit!
Yeah. All right, and I will bring you guys to a place. I just need to drag your tokens onto it first. So let me do so.
And Moon Plancher would point out the blood that he found.
All right, so we have Stocks going with the group, right? You're bringing Fortuna?
Yes.
No, I guess yeah. Bring it for Fortuna, yeah.
Alright, moon planners right here. We have Swift Sail and Wicker Wind. Well, I know. I think you also wanted to suggest, or yes, no.
I guess, but that critical failure makes me think.
Oh, okay. If
Yeah,
you're staying in character.
yeah, she's already freaked out enough with this when it's turbo freaked out. Nah, 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 nah.
Or it's getting a lot of shit probably from the jackals who are just wondering how on earth a ghost is scared.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah.
Also, I'm loading in because I accidentally closed the tab.
You're good. Let me know when, because when I switch the map, it's gonna mess you up unless you're already loaded in.
See if I can open the browser.
I'm gonna switch my playlists from this one to another experimental playlist. Look. Oh man. Because I take it that's what you guys are doing, yeah? Sneaking.
Changing up the experimental playlist? No, that's
No,
not
oh no, like sneaking through the city, like that kind of thing, like trying not to be too noisy.
Yes.
I take it you guys are just banging pans around and coming down the way.
Yeah,
Alright.
no bring out your dead, none of that.
Fantastic. All right. Just gonna put like a wall here. Bam. All right. I just gotta reset the firewall so you guys don't see things. Wow. I use your guys' tokens as testing all the time, so bring you guys here. So, Moonplaner.
Yes.
And everybody else, take those rolls into account. Apply your frightened now, if you can.
Swift can use his
Yes.
feet.
Would be a perfectly applicable time to do that, as your party probably starts panicking a little bit.
Yeah. Alright then, we've already been here a full day and no one's died. Well, Triple may have, but, you know, he always gets himself into some trouble.
Yes.
The rest of us are perfectly fine after a full day of fighting. Today should be no different.
Well, the way I see it, so long as he's bleeding, that means he still has blood, so he's not dead yet.
Roll diplomacy. Roll. Oh.
Well, you tried.
I'll hero point it.
Go for it.
I don't imagine. Wait, yeah. Each of them is immune for 1 hour then.
Well, you tried. Like I said.
Can I assist that GM?
No, this is his feat, not yours.
Okay.
Yep. He has a specific ability for it.
So I gotta take Frighten 2, right?
If you failed, it's Frightened 3. If it succeeded, it's a Frightened 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Oddly enough, it seems like this aura has gotten stronger.
Maybe we're getting closer to the source.
Alright, but around this area is where you had found definitely the, those little spots of blood that would indicate, yeah, this is... That has to be Triples.
Triple's definitely covering his tracks well. But this is most definitely his blood. And GM, I will be using a true echolocation as we're traveling through here.
Fantastic. I will tell you this, because you know Triple, that will not help you here.
Right.
He has foil senses.
If anything's moving around, sneaking around, etc., it should give me some kind of heads up. Hopefully.
For sure. And I'm going to need that perception check blind.
Loading in. Hold on.
Yeah, give me that perception check blind just while, And just give me 1 second, Triple.
Oh, yeah, you have to reload me on that map because of the stupid foundry closing.
There we go. And
I didn't load in yet.
Yeah. I got you. And let's pull. I can't pull. Man, I gotta go back to Elmgate and then reload you guys back in. Wow. Good thing that they're not hard maps to do.
I just realized now that I'm upgrading Moon Planner's dexterity, I might need to switch to leather armor. Might actually get a higher AC from it.
Leather armor supremacy.
Yep. My medium armor carried me through a huge portion of my journey, but I'm starting to move up.
Alright, and I see your perception check, so I will keep that in mind when you're looking through. As you enter this place, something unavoidable happens, though. You run into the dreaded box text. I know. Entering this alleyway, yeah, it's a little in shambles. Normally, what would probably be some pretty decently shingled roofs and stuff, you'd actually do see like there's splatters of paint like along like where these back fences would be. You see like just down the way, like right over here, where it seems like brick had been like pushed out with paint on it, as if probably somebody tried to knock it over. Aside from that, you kind of see maybe some steam rising from what seems to be probably like a small sewer system they have over here, though none of the houses themselves have any of the smoke that's currently on the map. This is part of the map, and I can't help that. Most of the gates for these places do seem pretty, pretty solidly either shut or partially open, but generally, like, not many people probably, like, ran out these ways. And all the houses kind of seem abandoned or the windows broken, that kind of thing. But this is where that trail led you, Moon Planner.
Alright. Well, Trip Earl definitely came through here. Keep your eyes peeled, your ears sharp, and he's going to start moving forward. Is there any sound of any kind of movement coming throughout the alleyway?
You listen very closely. Your perception check would get you. You hear... Maybe it's the crumbling of some shingles. Maybe it's something... You hear movement, though you're not entirely sure if it's natural, unnatural, it's part of the buildings. There is, like... It's kind of that weird, just uncalm. Kind of makes you a little bit nervous. Stoking the nerves just a little bit.
Yeah. Alley's pretty creepy no matter how you look at it.
What direction is that sound coming from?
You kind of like listen, and you kind of start hearing it coming from like maybe like up here.
Up there? Alright. I hear some sound coming from the northeast. I'm gonna fly up and take a peek. And Moon Planner will fly up to look over the roof of the buildings to see if he can see anything. Did you hear me, GM?
Sorry, say what one more time?
Moon Planner is gonna fly up to look over the top of the buildings to see if he can see anything.
Alright, move yourself there.
The wall's in the way, so I'll move here.
Alright, fair enough. You fly over here, and you look down. Yeah, you kind of see some odd graffiti around the way. Though, you're kind of noticing some weird depictions, right? You remember how yesterday you'd seen the depiction of Triple, doing, his little dance, his triple dance, that kind of thing, right? You see some splattered on graffiti here, of very idly moving paints that don't seem to really be able to get to you. They're not really looking at you, but you kind of see them reenacting very slowly what seems to be like several of these paints kicking the shit out of another little triple drawing.
Oh. Wait, there's a triple drawing there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
How many graffitis are here?
In this area, you count 1, 2, 3.
One, two, three. Okay.
I can put them down too, if you want to keep tabs on them now that you see them.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I can put them down on the map too, just so you can keep tabs on them. Yeah?
Yeah, please.
Alright. That would be, make sure I'm getting the right ones here. Ones, twos, threes. Kind of like on various parts. Mine, they don't really seem to be doing anything. This door has remained shut. You kind of flew over, you're hovering over now, and they need solid space to be on. You figured that out the previous day.
Right, so Moon Planner's gonna fly back to the party.
Oh yeah, right.
What you find?
There's 3 living graffitis just on the other side of that door. They were beating up an image of Triple.
You think that's something they had seen happening?
Either
That's
they
what
saw
it kind of sounds like it could be.
Either they saw it happen or they did it themselves. I'm not sure if we should engage them or not. They'd probably just draw a lot more of them. GM, can
What
you
if that's triple?
the image?
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, we saw fucking. We saw fucking horde coming out of one of the paintings.
Would a crafting check reveal anything of that nature?
Of what nature?
If the painting of Triple that these living graffitis were beating up was actually Triple himself.
It'd be kind of hard to tell that with just like a crafting roll. You didn't really see it happen. It would get you if it's paint or not. That's what a crafting roll would get you. It wouldn't get you if it's triple.
Would it get me if it was a living graffiti or just paint?
Yeah, it would get you like, you know, an identification on these creatures. Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, rolling crafting to determine if the image of Triple was actually a living graffiti.
You're not sure if that might have been the same exact creature, but you are aware that it was moving. It just didn't seem to be made of the same paint that Horde had apparently used in her prank.
It's
Eric.
definitely looked like Triple, but I don't know. I mean, we could go in there and fight them. We can probably take them out very quickly.
I mean, we did. Part of our objective was to just start taking these things out too, wasn't it?
Right. The Triple might be in danger, and I don't want to waste any unnecessary time.
Well, then I guess we could try scouting a bit more and coming back if we don't find anything.
All right, Swift, let's you and I have a quick look over the buildings. GM, Moon's gonna fly over on this side, and I guess Swift can fly over on that side.
Alright. Give me perception checks, a lot of you. All the 2 of you. Alright, Moon Planer. You spy some more paintings. 1, 2, 3. These ones, in the same way as the previous ones, seem to be almost comics, if you will, of Triple along these walls. Though it's definitely not painting Triple in the very heroic light. These ones are portraying Triple as if he might be the villain in this comic, as several of these paintings are kind of like stationary in place with giant fists beating the shit out of them, like painting, you know, paint fists beating them out of them. Another depiction down here of one just kind of like stabbing through him. Swift, you on this side spy the same thing. A couple more of these depictions, as these ones over here kind of seem to be more representative. It seems that little, like, small little Triple drawings, several of them, like 8 of them, are like all zipping, like, you know, it's kind of depicting Triple from one location zipping over to the next with what seems to be a bunch of other stick figure ponies of you know, people that were probably being rescued.
Huh. Okay. With that information, I would go back to Moonplanter and the party and say, well, so it's definitely not Triple because I'm seeing more paintings of Triple, so it's more likely just a reenactment or something.
I'm getting
Art, if you will.
I'm getting the same impression.
But who drew this?
I think the living graffitis themselves are openly mocking him. They seem to have some kind of sentience left.
Probably. I suppose that would probably be a case. Shall we check a little bit further down the alley then?
Yeah.
All right, checking the next two.
Is this door closed or open?
This one over here is open. Well, I guess Swift went through here, so it's it's closed. So he just didn't open it. Sorry.
Okay. Moonplanter will continue searching carefully for any more signs of Triple's whereabouts, signs of blood, hair, anything of that nature.
All right, I'll need that that check once more.
Survival or perception?
Either or. I'll let you choose.
Did Moonplanter pass his fear check?
Moonplanter didn't need to make a fear check.
Oh, right. He didn't need to make it. Okay. In stocks?
I can't remember if paladins are immune to fear effects in PF2E.
No, they do get the fancy will things. Stocks. I didn't. Stocks would have had a normal failure, so.
He's just frightened 1. Oh no, frightened 2.
Frightened 2, stronger aura.
Normal failure is frightened 2? I thought it was frightened 3.
Or 3, sorry, yeah. Success is frightened 2, yeah.
Let me check if his any of his abilities. Nope, not yet. Divine will is
on a normal.
Yeah, he's not high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not high enough for the next one of that.
The failure version of it, yeah.
I'm gonna quickly have Wickerwind try these.
All right.
First is doing it on himself.
That would be a failure. Technically, it'd be a crit failure.
Well, critical failure. Well, there's.
Yeah.
You just fail to counteract.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, then he'll try it on Swift. Yay!
Nice.
Oh, well.
But you're gonna hate me.
No.
Okay, so counteract if the let's see, you're at spell level 2, yeah? If its counteract level is 5 or less, it is not 5 or less the source of this fear.
Wait, what? What kind of rule is that?
I mean, you can heighten these. Like you could heighten it up to different things. I'd say if you're counteracting affliction, the DC of the affliction stat block of the spell, caster DC, and then on a let's see. If its counteract level is 5 or less, what is a counteract level actually? Let me just double check my wording on that. Counteract. Finder Tsui. I thought I had a handle on it, but let me just double check. Well, since I'm not 100%, it's no more than 3 levels higher than your effect's counteract level. So yeah, so counteract the target if its counteract level is no more than 3 levels higher than your, I guess 5 levels higher in this case. And its counteract level would be, let me get the source of this thing. Yeah, for the sake of it, I actually think that would do it. We'll just say it is because it's a nat 20. Cool things happen. If I figure something out later, though, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right. So you guys were looking at things. I'm gonna need you to tell me where you're going. If you're not opening doors.
Searching for signs of Triple's blood, mane,
Right.
torn clothing, etc.
And you were looking for that. I remember you rolling the thing, and looking around, you don't see much of that. You saw that one thing. Like I said, it was almost like by luck you found that. Perhaps it was a critical success.
Jeez, it's got to be that high.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
As you move over here, Swift, you start seeing some things move behind you. And they move. You see a couple of these paintings like zip around the wall here, and they kind of rearrange themselves just briefly, and then freeze just in place. Once again, more of it seems to be mocking Triple as you see these two paintings both make depictions of what is effectively Triple getting bonked. Got some comedians over here.
Are they offering any clues, like landmarks that might say where he got bumped?
No. These are paintings. They're doing things paintings do, and just being representative.
All right.
Might you help us find?
And as you walk in, initiative is rolled. Yeah, that's the thing. Bonk.
Good initiative, bad judgment.
All right, I put you guys on initiative.
Oh, missing out one just barely.
All right, and these guys got to roll their things. All right. And let's see. Bah. Fantastic. All right. And get rid of these so I can actually see what I'm doing here. There we go. Wow. Sir Planter.
Yes.
It's your turn. You see these things pretty much. The thing that kicked off initiative is the moment Swift stepped in here to probably make, ask these things something. They immediately, this one started to, look like it's going to slink down this wall to get right at him.
If you'd like, I can try to continue my, what I was gonna do if you want to try to hold. Just as, one option.
I guess we can test it once. I don't think it'll work, but we'll do that. All right, I'll hold my turn until after Swift Sail.
Okie dokie. You're holding your turn till after Swift. Alright, let me move you down. Bonk. Alright. Hey, Triple.
Yes.
What are you doing?
It's Triple's turn.
Yeah.
He is going to, wherever Triple is, he is going to be drinking. Oh wow, this is super high music.
Oh yeah.
No, he is going. No, but it's okay. It's okay. He's just change it later when it's convenient. But yeah, he's going to be drinking those potions that Moonplanter gave him.
Go for it.
Oh
They
crap!
would have expired.
Oh yeah, they expire at the day.
In that case, he'd probably just be drinking. Does he have a healing tool? Yes, he does. He has a healer's tool, so he can try to treat wounds on himself, I suppose. Though he doesn't. No, he doesn't have battle medicine. He doesn't. Yeah. Well, I guess he's trying to do that wherever he is.
All right. Go ahead and give me those rolls.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah. Just click yourself. Utilities treat wound. It's battle medicine.
For some reason, I only have triple secondary selected for that. Okay, there we go. Utility, treat wounds, trained, treat wound. Well, it should have done it. For real this time.
Still giving you issues?
It's still giving me issues. That's okay. I'll just give the medicine check.
Fair enough. And
30.
you are trained in medicine,
With
so that would actually,
blood?
yeah, treat wounds, Pathfinder 2e with a success. That would just give you on trained success 2d8.
Okay.
All right, wherever you are, you're doing something, Madame Fortuna.
Okay.
I make the same proposal, Fortuna. If you don't want to be like, it's just your choice. If you don't want to be like hostile, well, I make an attempt talking, but
I just want to move myself in a position where I can actually see what the hell is going on because I can't see shit. But
Perfectly valid. That's gonna be like Fortuna's surprise. Things are here.
Fortuna barges in.
let's see. Hang on a second. Just one more. Actually, yeah. Wait. I started from here, so that's. I think. Yeah, I got one more. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. Let me help you guys with this. I know exactly what to do.
Swift stepped up like he was just about to try sweet talking the paint.
What? Yeah. Don't
Also-
worry about. I know exactly what to do. Don't worry about it.
Fortuna's got it.
Ah, yes.
Nice.
All right, that's it.
All right, Fortuna barges in and shields up. Daring today, aren't we? Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's try it out. Swift looks at the paint and he holds his hooves up as he freezes, as he sees them start to get a little bit aggressive. Whoa! Hold on. We're not here looking to fights. I don't want to get any paint on me coats. Definitely not in me mane. We're just looking for our friend. If you wouldn't mind helping us, just pointing us in a direction or giving us some sort of clue as to what the building might look like, and we can go bonk him ourselves because he snuck out without really telling us.
I'm gonna. Yeah, give me a diplomacy. Give me that diplomacy.
Is that? I don't think it's
Oh
blind.
shit! Yeah, that's legendary. Yeah, okay. Go
Yeah.
for it.
I don't think it's blind though, right? Or is it?
It is negotiation, but just make an impression is technically blind. I'll let you just do it public for now. It's your first time using it. Why not?
Nice.
Not bad.
And you say these words. Both
Plus, on top of it, because it is technically making a request, I do have shameless request as well, which reduces the DC for making outrageous requests.
Yeah, you make this request, this ultimately shameless request, and like they kind of do that thing where like they stick out like a tendril from their paint like on the wall, like aiming it as if like they're ready to throw paint at you, Swift, and kind of stops there for a second. The weird tendril that's out kind of like looks toward its other tendril friend over there, and they kind of just like wiggle in the air, because I mean they can't really speak, but they wiggle in the air at each other for a second, and then both of them kind of turn into like squinty eyes, like they're suspicious, but they don't move. They kind of yeah, they give you an emotion through painting that they're suspicious, but they're listening.
Yes, well, we're just looking for where he went. We've seen his picture all over the place. We really just want to find him. Honest.
And just like that, what had started as initiative is now no longer initiative.
Yay.
Woo! You guys, they kind of slink down the wall and kind of like move towards you, and they kind of combine a little bit, like right in front, and you see them start to form up again, making a new picture, and then that's when you kind of see that
Moonflatter, step.
they're making like various different shapes in the in the ground, and as they do, you see like all they're doing that comic thing again, right? So they show like barrels of paint, buckets of paint, little painter's tools, those kind of things, and you know it's them, all these depictions of their amalgamations and these living paintings going in and taking these paints, and then you know it seems to make them all happy, and then comes evil Triploo on this side. As he comes storming in. They give him really big, goofish hooves, and then just like kicking sand on on their parade. You know, it's definitely making. They seem to think, by the looks of it, that Triple is a bully, and then it kind of reforms, and then there's a giant fist into another fist. You know, like we'll take care of him. But and then it goes to shrugging. They don't seem to know where it is. Where he is either.
Okay. Well, I am sorry for the intrusion. It's a bit crazy out here, isn't it?
They slosh in response.
Yeah. But I guess they don't know where he is.
Moonplanter, you will be feeling something basically indicating over here.
I will tip my hats and step back.
One of the planks is moving.
And almost like a pointer dog, Moonplanter is like slowly walking towards this thing, and he's like fixated on this point.
What is it, lad? What did you find?
Well, Fortuna's here first, so Fortuna, Triple is going to whisper to you, don't blow my cover.
I was about to kick the fucking wooden plank, so thank God you stopped me.
Listen, these things killed a bunch of civilians. I don't care what kind of sob story they got.
Oh shit, I'm just gonna start whistling away like nothing ever happened.
Give me a deception roll.
Deception roll.
Oh yeah.
Here goes nothing. Oh yeah, blind, right? Gotta be blind, right?
Yep.
Why wasn't that blind? What the fuck?
It's okay. Just go with it for now. They start following you.
Yeah. Oh hello, yeah. I'm just worried.
As you're whistling, as they're following you, but they're like recreating your whistle and in notes on the ground. Like it's like
oh shit.
Yeah, they're like following you with your whistling tune and like recreating it in sheet music.
Write that down. Write that
and
down.
Then as you start whistling, Fortuna, multiple doors start opening, and more of these things start kind of like following you, like the Pied Piper.
I'm going to quickly tell Moonplanter if it's okay. I'm going to whisper to him. Triple is going to just whisper to him. We can get out of here now.
Okay, so my ears are sensitive. I can probably hear you just fine. But Moonplanter is going to look up in this direction, but still speak to Triple without trying to blow his cover. He's like, "Are you injured?"
Yeah, but we can handle that later. Don't worry too much about me. Just keep yourself safe. And he would try to indicate that he has a feat that lets him hide and sneak twice, basically giving him the run speed he'd need to escape this map.
I'm gonna step this up a notch. I got my own marching band here, so I'm just gonna start using.
Nice.
Yeah. We're just she just pulls out the just flips a switch and there's a keyboard on the thing. So yeah, it just starts playing the thingy.
Yeah, you start playing the thingy. I'm gonna need a performance check.
Performance check. Come on. Where the fuck is it? Okay, this one's blind at least. Yeah, fucking this one's blind. This is gonna be blind for sure. There we go.
You've pretty much drawn out all the paintings in this area, and I'm just gonna reveal this. That's not blind.
Holy
Oh my gosh.
All right, where are you leading him, Fortuna?
Wait, okay, no, that's not a good. First of all, yeah, we're gonna make a figure eight over here. I'm sorry, lad. Just gonna pass through. There we go. Okay, we're come on, we're parading down the street. We got stuff to do up here.
And you start like leading them like up the street, and yeah, like Fortuna's leading them away.
Well, do I even need to make a stealth roll at that point?
I wouldn't say so. I think Madame Fortuna did a good enough job distracting them.
Well, that handles that.
I'm gonna give you a hero point
Well.
for that one, Fortuna.
Oh shit! Nice.
That was quite good.
There she goes.
There she go.
There goes my hero.
Problem is now they just really want to follow you.
Oh, we'll figure out a way. Don't worry about it. I'll keep them at bay.
All right.
Well, Triple, now that they're gone, you have a moment. What exactly are you doing out here by yourself?
I was trying to save as many as possible. Let's get... he's going to basically try to sneak back to the base. Oh yeah, there I am. Hey, Moon Planter. I was trying to save as many of these guys as possible.
Well, the museum is certainly filled to the brim. Between you
What?
and Southgate, you probably saved a lot of lives.
Oh, I can't find anybody else though. Tried to get as many of the necklaces off of those jackal guys. Really hard though, but I was able to get a couple.
It seems like those paintings, I mean, given that Fortuna also brought them away, have an affinity for music.
Hmm.
Good to know
I,
that. Do you think
I'm not that good at singing.
Now,
Go
the
on.
Stitch was almost like a band leader with that hat, and he had a baton before.
Do you think we could use Fortuna to round up all the paintings?
Making Fortuna the leader of a band, that's ridiculous, says the tiny little bird. That's quite
Why
funny.
did you say it's ridiculous?
I don't know, I'm not in a band. Do I look like a band to you?
Then how do you know if it's ridiculous or
I don't know.
if you don't know if you're not in bands?
What? Why? Oh, I think everything you
Maybe
know
fortune-telling
is
clockworks are exactly what band leaders are supposed to be.
and kind of thinks, you know what, you might be right, eh? She's getting paint on her box anyway. Just give her the hat.
Who had the hat? Because Swift's... I think Bellhop had it?
What?
Moon Planter took it to show it off to
Bellhop.
the people.
Well, yeah, the people, yeah.
All right. So yeah, I guess I have the hat. I can fly over quickly to Madame Fortuna and put the hat on her.
Get it to her.
Wait, why do I need a hat now?
You gotta look the part to play the part.
Oh yeah, I guess.
You're
Just-
given a hat.
Just look away while I change this thing. You don't want to see what's down here. Underneath the turban.
All of the painting
Let's-
is turned into a curtain on the ground. Unfortunately, it doesn't hide you.
All
Moon Planter respectfully looks away.
right, thank you. All right, it's on. It's on. Just
All right, you put on the hat. The moment you put on the hat, like the drawings and that curtain, like the curtain peeks open, right? Like they're looking, and then like you see all these eyes, like cartoon eyes on the ground, start like stacking on each other and like looking out, and then like in a very boobah fashion, I guess you would say, like they kind of woo, you know, like out looking at Fortuna, and then the curtains open, and it reveals a marching band, and they all seem to be at attention.
All right, boys. Let's gather up some more of your fellas. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go.
All right. As you start going through the town, doing your little ditty in the way that you had, I mean, you're really fucking good at it. More and more and more of these paintings start amassing. If I had to make like a lattice for them right now, like you're going through things and they start like coming out of houses and that kind of thing. Like more and more and more of them until you literally have what, you know, would be considered like a small army of these things.
I think I know why they're doing that, Stock says.
Okay.
Their leader was like the leader, the main stitch of the whole town was this baton wielding band leader.
Yeah, we were in a band. I was flag guard, Stock says.
according to the stories about avant-garde, is he threw away his baton when he accepted the sword. I think it happened around the greenhouse.
Perhaps they were looking for a new leader.
Oh my god, what?
I think we should travel back to the greenhouse and see if we can find the baton.
Let's go.
I like that call.
All right, to the greenhouse.
Back to the greenhouse.
To the greenhouse.
You guys start, I guess, following Fortuna, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. How are you following Fortuna? This is the question I have, and it's a very particular question. I know.
Probably bringing up the rear of the formation. I don't know if the paintings would be offended if we're not marching like they are.
Yeah, they seem to be offended when you guys start stepping out of rhythm.
Come on, Moon Planter. It's just like when we were talking about dancing. Keep in rhythm.
Wouldn't it be easier for you guys?
3, 4.
Would it be easier for you guys to just, follow, but without actually taking the same route?
Moon Planter needs to practice anyways.
Right.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And look at that. Counting to 4 was never so easy.
Swift counts 1, 2, 3, 4 as he steps and leads by example.
Nice. Stepping and leading.
I guess we could have followed the leader.
Yeah. That's what all these guys are doing, is that they're just behind. It's just they smack you with little painty tendrils when you guys get out of step. Stocks, what are you doing? That's a good question.
Stocks, all he has to do is just take his old color guard position.
Oh, and yeah, they totally let you. Like if you're taking its old color guard position, color guard's typically either like in the front or the back. You don't really want it in the middle of the band because then you're smacking instruments. But going into your spot, they actually some of the paintings like back up, and you actually see some of them form color guard in terms of paints around you. Though they all seem to be zebras, and their stripes like along their painted forms like start like swirling around, like being super like decorative and whatnot to complement your your twirling of your weapon. And Fortuna, being that they're all following you, are you taking them to the greenhouse?
Well, that was the plan.
Woohoo! All the way to the greenhouse, which I'll activate. Now, by this point, as you get to the greenhouse, I'll put like Fortuna like right here, so I can actually paste these guys in. Yeah. By the time you get to this greenhouse here, it almost feels like you guys have like the entire town's population of these things just following Fortuna. At least the ones where her flute could be heard. They're all here, following her, following along, doing their thing. Putting them all in a line here. Like it's pretty much like the entirety of the floor has become a mural that you guys don't really have to step around because the paint does a good job of avoiding you guys. But like it would fill this entire room that Fortuna currently is in, is what I'm getting at.
Oh.
And as you come over here, they stop. And they stop, and all of their like weird painty forms, some of the Picassos, all the weird drawings, they all come to a stop. Their hose, claws, paws, anything that they might have come together, one and the other, and they stand at attention, waiting.
Okay, boys, good job. Everybody just pat yourselves in the back.
They still stay there, at attention, waiting.
Don't think.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll just keep staying there. Come on, let's go check out. See if we can find that baton.
Yeah, there's a room right here I want to look into.
I'll head back up to where he came from. His office seemed to be up in the other room, up north.
All right.
Instead of Triple, put Stocks here. I mean, he was with them.
Right. Yes. Stocks. Take it. Did Triple run back to the museum? Where was Triple going?
Yeah, he would probably go back to the museum.
All right, Stocks. Really quickly, because you were here, I'm gonna give you this. I don't even think you need to make a roll for this, just because you were in the band, and I will just give this to you outright. Those guys are at attention because they have not been released from it. the drum major usually gives the command to be released, but it is specifically a marching band command. Like, it's not just like go pat yourself on the back. It's you know, like everything's got its place. Like, you know, going at attention is, you know, detail 10 hut height, and then, you know, everybody's fists come up, you know, together. It's very regimented.
Is Fortuna next to Stock somewhere?
Fortuna,
I am right here.
she's kind of in
Suppose
front
he
of the
could just
van.
step
Yeah.
through. He could just potentially just whisper Fortuna over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically over here, if she's going to follow, away from where anything can hear them, and he's going to say, I do not believe these things, they appear to mimic their former selves, but they do not appear intelligent. All you need to do to keep them there is never give the release command. And he would tell her, not like motioning the actual command, but he would tell her how to do it, basically. And he's like, don't ever do that next to them.
Fantastic.
Oh, so you mean like no.
No. Yeah. So you're given pretty much like the release command for these guys. Stocks, I take it, are you imparting just that one, or like any other commands? This comes from just somebody. Your DM has been in marching band for 11 years, so I got any questions you guys have about marching band.
What is the release command exactly? How?
Is there a command for end of session? Is there a command for you may now go home now, or I don't know, cleanup time?
But if we
typically, it's like it at least traditionally for me, it's like your band shout, right? Like you're at attention, and rhythmically you go through what your mantra is. Like my old high school, for example, was like it was like shoulders back, eyes up, feet together, eyes, and then we all shout like with pride, and then, you know, like we do that like 3 times, and then that's pretty much like the big like thing. Like, it's a very it's usually like specific to those kinds of things. So if you're giving Fortuna they have their own release.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, these things are dead. We saw like the mom dying, right? And we heard earlier that like once they perhaps their souls will be released, finally, once we give that command. Can Stocks potentially make a religion check to see if that would work?
I'll let you make a religion check, or I'm gonna say a performance check would actually fit this too.
Well, he'll give the religion at least here, because that's what he knows the best.
Given what you saw with Ord, these paintings do seem to be able to hold on to souls. So perhaps, yeah, if you could find a way for them to either dissipate themselves or release those souls in some way, shape, or form, they would be released.
This is of importance to him. He won't.
No, go ahead.
Well, it would be of importance to him because these guys are dead, and their souls are trapped here now. They're ghosts, basically, that have no control over themselves. So yeah, he'd tell him that perhaps if we give the command, they will be released to go to the next life.
But what if the release command just means just go fuck shit up in the city? I don't care.
Maybe the performance check could get.
Well, you're the maestro. You can tell them not to.
I'll let you ruminate on that in just 1 second. I have to get to what Swift and Room Planner are doing up here, just so we can go back and forth, because you guys are just kind of wandering off. I gotta... You don't get any information by wandering. You gotta wait till I help you out here. Alright, so you guys are coming up here, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, what are you guys doing up here while they're talking about all the release commands and those kind of things down here?
Well, there was talk of a baton. I'm checking around where I found the main Stitch burst in the fight, like, come out of.
Oh, right in here, yeah. Give me a perception check. Alright, and taking a look around, Moon Planner, you don't spy anything to note on the outside of the building over here. Swift, getting a little bit closer into the things, what you immediately notice in this place is that there seems to be some very bright, almost glowing paints up here of various colors. And kind of like on here, they seem to be very, what's the word, pure. There's no abnormalities within these paints, and they're in very nice bottles.
No abnormality.
Yeah, like, you don't see any streaks, you don't see any weird, like the mixing of the paint has been done masterfully, effectively.
Oh.
So you don't see any, like, impurities, not even any bubbles in here, as they, they're along the side. This is where Stitch was. In fact, this is also where I believe Triple would have told you where he was, too, because this is where Triple had seen somebody stabbed.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna how are like their bottles?
Yep.
I'm gonna try uncapping one. See if anything happens just by uncapping one.
You go for the bottles, and you see like where the cap is, and it is corked shut. Do you have anything to be able to take out a cork?
I feel like possibly jamming like one of these spiked ends and then like twisting it.
Fair enough. All right. Dunk. You use one of your old Wattian artifacts to try to undo these, and one of them does come undone. Looking at your languages here, you do see that in Sphinx, I'll give you this, that there does seem to be labels on here, and it's like not something you really checked until after you uncorked the bottle, I guess, but like, comes the cork, and, it seems to be paint. Nothing seems to really be coming out of it or anything.
What do the labels say?
They seem to be, like, each one, you see how they're in pairs, right?
Yes.
They are labeled, they're pretty much labeled by gender. One's always male, one's female. One's male, one's female. Male, female. And each one, as you start kind of like looking down to it, seems to be different facets of what would make somebody who they are. Like, for example, the purple one that you probably grabbed over here simply says emotion. Whereas the blue one over here might, the blue one over here might, have like a different. Actually, let me pick up my notes, make sure I'm giving you the right things. Gotta search my stuff. There's another one over here, like the blue ones that say personality. These ones over here, experience. Orange one's back over here, creativity. And the red one's over here, goals.
Emotions, personality, experience, goals. What was the last one?
Goals.
Emotions, personality, experience, goals.
Emotion, personality, experience, goals, and creativity.
Yeah. Oh. That is interesting. Like, is there any residue around here that looks like, there's paint spilled anywhere? Or like paint dried anywhere?
No paints here. This seems to be a pristinely kept area. And in fact, all these paints, like I said, were just kind of set in their own little, like, very fancy holders.
Okay. I'm gonna go check. Hey, what's in here?
Oh, well, he's not here anymore. But you walk in here, and there seems to be lots of different materials for making, various pigments. And what seems to be a very burnt one over here that was apparently left on because that never got resolved.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the window and tap to get Moon Planner and try to wave him inside.
I'm gonna pull you inside.
Tap, tap, tap. I'm not much for the crafting, but it looks like someone is making something in here.
Let's take a look.
Now, I will also point out, and I will tell Moon Planner what I, just learned about the paints over there, and give him that context before showing him this room.
Fantastic. Back down here, what are Stocks and Fortuna doing?
We're just we're still discussing what the fuck to do with these guys.
All right, I'm just asking. Like they stay there no matter how much you move. Like they're at attention and they're stopping right here.
Well, unless
we were allowed.
Give them a command.
Well, I was gonna say, Fortuna still could use that performance check to see what the result could be, perhaps, because I remember Mimley said we could either give a religion or performance. Yeah.
Well, that was for you specifically.
Oh, okay. Well, is there any check? What check would be made for that then?
For what specifically again? What's your question?
We want to know if giving the release command to, like, go home, guys, would send them to the afterlife and put this ordeal to the end, or make them ruin the town.
Fair enough. All right, I'll take that performance check, actually, Meta Fortuna.
Perform me.
Given how you've been moving these guys around, if you released them now, they would just go back to their normal activities, which is killing people and all the people.
Yeah. Trust me, we don't want to do that. Gotta find another way to free these.
They do, however, seem to be
guys.
stopping just short of this tomb here.
What?
Giant piece of paper.
Yeah, this tomb, the Tomb of Semitone, which I pointed out last session, they seem to be kind of stopping here. They don't really go past there, that's why they're stopped.
Would the check be able to tell us if... there is anything other than our orders that could get them to move? Like, are we safe, basically?
Yes. I'm telling you as a DM, right now, you're safe to move around the cabin. And they will stay
In
here.
In that case, we just need a giant piece of paper.
Why?
Paper kills them instantly, remember?
But I thought that aren't we trying to avoid to kill them?
No, we want to kill them because their souls are trapped in there. They're dead. They're gone right now.
You've seen what happened in the fucking room back at the museum.
Once it's
Could something like that happen again? If we do that, do we know that it's gonna free the souls, or is it just gonna destroy them?
Well, you guys know Stocks
know. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, you guys know that. I mean, like putting them to paper. That seemed to imprint them on the paper. Though whether or not that destroyed their souls is yet to be determined, because when you guys released Ord, you kicked the shit out of her painting. You didn't really stick it on paper.
Darn, I thought that thing was referenced in the Stocks role, basically.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Stocks would be unsure of that specific happenstance. Putting them on paper might just trap them in the paper. You don't really know.
Okay, but what if we trap them in a giant piece of paper and then we crumble it up and just throw it in the fire?
No, that's kind of Sun Queen-esque. I don't know. Would Stocks know of a ritual that would send them of some kind?
That's a question. Give me a religion check.
Yes. Too bad we don't have Tangent here.
Alrighty, and let me just look at my notes here. And you kind of thinking of maybe all the different things, painting rituals that you know. And let me just make sure I got my different.
No worries.
I just need to know what my Yeah, so you're pretty much what you know, Stocks, is that people who do want to be, you know, sent off in maybe like a good way through the means of painting, much like Semitone over here. You know of a ritual. You don't know what, you know, how to do it, but you know of one. And it's the very same ritual that if you guys remember coming in here, you remember that pocket watch, that locket that Tangent had, the one with the talking Gobbo and that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a ritual by the name of consecrate painting. If you can go through the religious ritual of doing so, you can pretty much you could free someone's soul while letting their memory like stay behind in like a more tangible form is what I would say that is. You know, it retains a part of their personality. That's about the closest you're gonna come to, you know, something like that if you're thinking ritual-wise.
Oh, making moving paintings. Okay,
Yes.
that would actually be amazing too, because this town has suffered the worst tragedy ever, and this will make a great memorial.
There you go.
In which case, yeah, I mean, we gotta know how to do that. Is there a library or something that was in town that we could use to look up that?
Stocks would probably know of like temples, but you know, you'd have to have clerics there that probably teach you the things. All the rituals are in common, so somebody's got to teach you it, or you got to figure it out. Also, you guys haven't really explored this place, so maybe there's something here. You don't really know.
Well, I think we're safe to scan the town for stuff like that. I think if this is all the people, we can, at the very least, just keep them permanently locked here until we find a solution to send their souls, because we got from that check, they will not move for literally anything unless we give the command.
That's pretty secure.
So I think the town is safe.
So up here, Moon Planner, Swift Sail, and Wickerwind.
Yeah, so it looks incredibly weird to see bottles labeled by segregated by gender and labeled with personality and pony, and then in here, like a whole bunch of mixing stuff.
Looks like some sort of strange alchemist lab.
Wickerwind, you are pretty familiar with some of these things that aren't pigments. You see different various things. This giant purple thing is something you're most familiar with. That is, let me just double check my name, make sure. Deathcap powder.
Oh yeah, they're messing with some bad stuff in here.
Yeah, it's Deathcap powder, and that is part of the things that they tortured you with for like 2 weeks here, so...
Oh god, they were torturing him with Deathcap powder?
They were torturing you guys with a lot of stuff to try to get...
Oh god.
Thumbtack was just in your bag the whole time, not saying anything.
Yeah, step away. Don't breathe it in, and he is covering his snout so he doesn't do the same.
Oh yeah, I've had Deathcap powder thrown on my face before. It's not that bad.
And this was just locked. Oh, what's in here?
Alright, you start looking around, various things. Moon Planner and Wickerwind. Stepping into this really small, what seems to be office, you actually get like a good view of like the window out there. On what seems to be some sort of diary.
Ah, this looks promising. I'm gonna read it over.
Alright. You start looking over this diary, and you are very quick to pick up on the fact that this was the diary of the previous Meat Stitch.
Jackpot.
What, you want me to go get him?
What? No, jackpot. Like we found what we were looking for.
Oh, yes, that's good too. And go on. Let's see what it says.
I mean, it's a thick diary. There's a lot to say in here.
Let's start from the back and work our way to the beginning.
Are you spending a few hours doing that?
I guess we can.
We can bring
Not.
it to, we can bring it to the rest of the party and say, "Hey, we found the main Stitch's diary. We're going to start reading it over."
It would be a good idea, so you could bring your fellow adventurers in on the fun there.
Apart from the diary, what else did we find in here?
That would be it. It's diary notes.
Just diary notes. Okay. Gonna collect all of them and bring them up here.
All right.
This locked door, is there any way into it?
I mean, if you have lockpick, yeah, theory.
I don't. Swift, you any good with lockpicks?
Nope. I suppose I could try to charm it into unlocking itself. I tend to do that with mares, but I don't know if it works quite this literally.
Actually, I think I have a key. And Moonplaner is going to use the adamantine falchion to cut the sword off, or cut the door off at its end.
Haha, resourceful.
There is paint. There is paint all over. yeah, there's paint all over the room in here. You see some blood spackles. You see
Wickerwind nopes out of there.
Yeah, you see blood spackles. You see like one of these barrels tipped over. Like I said, paint's all over the floor, and an open window right over here.
Oh, this is where Balcony Blitz and Wickerwind were being held.
Yeah.
I saw them come out of this room.
Seems to be the extent of the discoveries here then.
Alright. So yeah, taking the diary back to the rest of the party.
Alright. You know your way back. Rest of the
Swift
party.
help comfort Wickerwind as he seems shooken up.
Yeah, you seem to be suffering a bit of a flashback trauma in that room.
I mean, I survived, but it really wasn't nice.
Wickerman, give me a will save.
And it was going on for a long time.
Awesome. Wickerwind, as you're probably going down by this way, you see the robes that are whipping around that mirror once more. You just hear the words, "Lift the hood. Come on. Lift it." But you're able to push it away.
And as he is kind of glancing at it, but then Swift will waltz over with his shifting rapier, turn it into a mace, and smash it.
The voice is heard no more.
Come on, lad.
Is the bridge completely destroyed?
Yeah, it's gone.
Alright.
In fact, like, a lot of the wildlife here was gone and charred from that incident because it spreads, but the moment Wickerwind starts kind of walking through it, you see some of that blooming coming back.
Yeah, he might. I'll just be in here. Call me when we're ready to go. And he's gonna take a little bit to just kind of walk around and share some of his curse and let some of the life get rebuilt in here.
Most of the life that doesn't seem to be down is in the greenhouse itself. This is like more like a decorative landscaping piece more than anything. The actual greenhouse part of it is right behind
it's
Fortuna
still
and stocks over here.
plants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wicker, while we're here, do you happen to know how to identify some of the dragon lilies we're looking for?
What lilies?
The dragon plant.
I don't know what dragon plant we're talking about. What?
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. There's a special plant that's supposed to be growing here in the greenhouse that's associated with dragons. It's supposed to be very rare, but it was tended to here in this greenhouse. I wanted to collect some seeds and see if Balcony Blitz could help me grow it into something really nice.
Well, I'm sure he and I could help with the growing, but I mean, I was blindfolded and really I haven't seen anything, but I mean, I just haven't seen much. There's still some more rooms if you want to try.
Yeah.
And I play that variant character because he's never seen this room.
I don't think none of you guys have seen this room, as a matter of fact.
Moonplanter has. He ran through here.
Right. But you didn't, like, stop and take a look. You literally ran through here, burst through the door, and started kicking ass on the other side. You didn't look in the room, like...
Yeah, Wickerwind, come take a look at this room.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll Knowledge Nature to see if I can identify the dragon flower.
Alright, you're looking in the room, and yeah, you notice the one big flower there. There's the dragon flower. The one that was said to be in this room that I remember you, yeah.
Wicker, this is it.
Oh, is this gonna save the day?
It might make the night. Okay, so I'm going to collect some seeds and a, is it just a single blossom from this one plant?
Yep, there's only one in this entire greenhouse.
Only one. All right.
It is currently in a pot.
Moonplanter is going to extract some seeds.
All right, give me your survival check.
I don't suppose this greenhouse would count as forest, would it?
No.
Okay.
Though, even with that roll, it is still enough to get yourself 2 seeds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's what I needed.
And here's your loot box over here if you wanted to loot
Oh,
from
shit.
this area. Fortuna, Stocks, you guys like see,
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
like
what
you
is
guys,
this?
You guys were together.
What is what?
All these loots.
Loots?
Loot
What do
bug.
you mean?
Down here.
Haha, I see it.
Where did this stuff come from?
Was what?
This loot in this loot box, where did this stuff come from?
This area.
Oh,
Like that's like the loot from the table, pretty much. You guys just never stopped in here and looked around for it, so that's here. Like Stocks and Fortuna, you guys are welcome to join too. You guys are all in the same place.
Yeah.
I ain't stopping you guys from participating.
Yeah, speaking of which, the enemies that we fought in here, they had some gear on them. Can we collect that?
I think they
No,
all
God,
turned into paint.
they got
I
paintified.
think that turned into paint.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys had a
wait.
chance to do that, but no, they painted.
Moonplanter's a better thief than me.
Wait a second. If we get a tattoo artist and then use this paint to tattoo ourselves something, we get a little companion.
What?
He's asking
Like-
if we can turn these things into companions by tattooing these onto ourselves.
If you take the familiar tattoo feats, yes.
Oh shit. Oh,
There-
well.
there is a familiar tattoo, so that's a thing you're aiming for. You're welcome to.
What can I say except you're welcome?
You got-
Anyway.
Swift, what did
Well,
you
it's
do?
an item.
What did you do with these paints up here? I only heard you uncork one.
I think we left the paints alone.
Okay.
Yeah. Swift got distracted.
Suppose we could collect them and bring them with us. Show them to Pingwing when we get back to the museum.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, because it just seems really bizarre, given it's like paint that, like, I was gonna say, in that room, did it look like dried paint was again, like in the other room, like with all the cauldrons and stuff? Did it look like paint was being, mixed, and one might be able to assume there was paint mixture and stuff?
It was stuff for making pigments, yes. Though most of the stuff in there was on the table were things that they were using to torture Balcony Blitz and Wickerwind. They just kind of seemed to have adopted that room as like the I'm a crafting room.
Hey,
I'm crafting stuff.
Uh,
Yeah, you guys are welcome to take stuff from that treasure.
Oh, let's see
Well-
what's in this stuff.
well, let's identify
Ah,
these
yes.
liquids.
All right, first things. Click the stuff.
Occultism. Occultist, you do it with occultism.
First thing identified by Moon Planner on a critical success
Ooh.
would be, yes, let me click the button here to let me do it. Oil of repulsion. Though Swift vagrantly disagrees. Swift believes that this is the oil of attraction.
Disregard me.
Yeah, I recommend you do not dab this behind your ears.
There you go. Critical failure.
I meant to do wicker.
Oh, yeah. All right, next one.
Crafting, a little bit trickier.
All right. And the only person who can't figure this out is Madame Fortuna, as you guys reveal Elixir of Life Greater.
Whoa, nice.
This is an elixir, so if you hold on to this Moon Planner, you could put it into your crafting book with a crafting check.
That's an outstanding idea.
Post the thing here. I'm not going to say the name because that would defeat the purpose, wouldn't it? Alright. Moon Planner, you're unsure. As, well, you know, Wickerwind thinks that he has a good handle on it. He kind of thinks that this might be some weird fire damage potion. Actually, yeah, he's pretty certain that this is like alchemist fire.
I'm not so sure. We should probably get a third opinion on that.
You guys are welcome.
We'll bring that one back to Pigwing. You can take
Fortuna, you roll something.
Oh shit. You guys didn't detect it? Yeah, okay. Let me, occultism, come on, let's go.
And Fortuna gets it. Ah, look at that.
Boom, baby.
Potion of resistance greater.
Ooh, good one.
Alright, and the last one.
Okay.
Alright. And the last one is revealed by all three of you who collectively agree. Sea Touch Elixir.
Give you a swim speed. Alright, and you can breathe underwater.
Perfect for underwater shenanigans. And in fact, the thing that you found this around was probably a couple bioluminescent plants, dare I say.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. What do you think helps you breathe underwater?
That's some good stuff. I'll be sure to show that off to Tangent when she gets back.
Oh, cats don't hate. Okay. Well, is that it from that room?
Yeah.
Well, I would tell you what Stocks would be doing during that time. Can he make out who these used to be in any possible way, either by where they're standing or how they look?
Society checks, yeah.
Okay.
Though, I mean, these are all various different people, obviously, and some of them are, like, combined paintings, so it's not really, like, a person per se. They might be, like, formulating, like, a banner or something, yeah.
He is trying to see if he can find any traces of the other sister, Renaissance, in there.
Yep. And you're free to give me. I'll take society checks till you fail.
He can't do that. Someone else will have to do it for him.
Yeah, society checks are usually just for recognizing people. However, just from a face glance, nobody out here seems to be that person. Most of these seem to be like commoners who have been, turned or jackals. It's either like commoners who met with an unfortunate fate, or most of these guys, I guess I should say, would be jackals because they were the ones wearing the necklaces.
Oh.
Yes.
Not a lot of Bannermanes. Okay, that's all he was looking for. That's it.
Yep.
Any signs of the commanding baton?
Looking around that way, you don't see any batons here. In fact, I mean, like, if you're looking for where he was, you guys struck him down over here. His cloak is still there.
After Swift smashed it with his mace. Notice anything?
Are you lifting up the cloak that was covering everything?
Take that slowly.
Slowly taking off the cloak, you reveal lots of broken glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of it has...
Just want to make sure it's done.
Yeah, I mean, you do see your reflection through it, and various parts of your reflection seems like, you know... It's kind of one of those things where if you look into, like, a bunch of cracked pieces of, like, mirror, right, you see your eye in several different places or whatever. Some of them, like, for a brief second, you almost notice that, you know, there's somebody standing behind you, or... you know, like, it's you with, like, lightning around you, just in various different whatevers. But more noticeably, underneath all of this, there's a baton there.
Ah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Last place you'd look.
I will gather this. And, oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, good form. Ah, yes. I don't let me interrupt. Yes, okay.
They do not move. They stay stock still. Stockade still, almost.
I found the baton. Swift shows it up to the party.
There you go.
Well, I guess it's just a baton anyways.
Sorry, I'm taking notes at like 100 miles an hour. It's cool that you found the baton.
All right, Swift. Tell the class what's so cool.
Show and tell, everyone.
So it makes, you know, it completes the whole
It's
band
swing.
leader thing.
It's swing. Suddenly, as you kind of hold it up in the air, little tiny shit kind of like nabs it from you. Wussies, look at me! I'm Swift, me! And he goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh with the baton.
It was not a very good impression.
As he does so, you see like all the attention of these guys suddenly looking at Thumbtack. Well, never mind, here you have it.
Thumbtack, you might want to put that down.
Oh no, he's got it. It wasn't me. He jumps in Fortuna's box.
Whoa. Yo, what's up?
Nothing. I'm just chilling, me.
Alright, just don't go behind the curtain.
There's a snickering.
No, seriously, don't go behind the curtain. You don't want to mess with that.
Right, don't go behind the curtain, says the man. Then you hear a terrified yell. Rah! Should have told me not to go behind the curtain! And then he flies out of your box.
What?
Oh, you went behind the curtain. It was terrifying.
That's my brain! You don't want to touch that stuff.
I didn't realize it was so huge.
Okay, so we got this baton, and they seem to be following. Looking through the glass, we can see them at the attention of the baton, but there's still. You guys are still looking for a ritual or something.
You're trying to figure out if how to release all these souls without destroying them.
Oh, well, we found the main Stitch's journal.
No, let's read it.
Should we take it back to the museum and just have them wait here?
I don't. We should read it here and just figure it out here, because if for some reason something happens and every single one of this just goes on for their own merry way, there's gonna be trouble. It's an army at this point. Imagine the damage they could do if they were all together and just destroying stuff altogether. No, we figured this out here.
All right, let's crack it open and start reading.
All right, where are you reading from?
I was reading from the back to the front. Most recent to the earliest entries.
All right. Most recent, you open it up. Starting of the year. The starting of this year, he opens up with, what a great year. Great travels, met lots of friends. A lot of his earlier stuff is very happy in detailing his travels from Kaladai. Apparently he had also gone for an excursion from Kaladai over to here, and is just describing all the wonderful, wonderful fashion choices that Kawaii Noir herself had dictated for the year that he actually had a hand in helping create. And it's pretty much like a lot of his stuff from like the initial first part of the year all the way up till Founders Day. As you get into the next month of Lashy, his entries begin with Founders Day. What a fantastic festival. Day 1, Day 2, all the way up through Day 3, he details all this wonderful stuff that's was occurring around the city. And more spectacularly, the amazing fireworks show that ended in a brilliant display of ... poutine? Well, who is he to judge? Apparently they had a little bit of a miscalculation in the fireworks, but he didn't really look too far into it. All he knows is that something happened at the city gates, and they didn't look too happy about it.
Wait, he was in Bleakburn?
Yeah, he's in Bleakburn during Founders Day Festival. It's a Bannermane celebration, after all.
Oh.
From there it goes on. Obviously his travels back pretty much took him the rest of that month. He didn't really take the train, but he didn't really care. There is most of the pages in this area are kind of taken up by small scribbles and sketches and paintings of his travels, where he started, he stayed in the area and for a bit, did some sketches of Bleakburn, and he went down to Camp Alberton. Oddly enough, it goes back to Bleakburn, though in this one it's just says a memorial, and it shows Dute's memorial. Before, a couple others that, kind of go down the way, and it's clear that as time went on, he obviously went down the way, and he's getting a lot of inspiration from nature itself. Seemingly some glowing in the ocean, some sketches like that. Just generally studies, less so than just flat-out diary entries. And most of this is just what Lashy is, what his Lashy entries are. Is there, what months are you looking at specifically, I should ask, because this is like almost a year's worth of diary entries. You can point at any specific month you want.
I did want to go from his most recent entry, so the last thing he wrote.
So the very, very last things. Very, very last things that he wrote. And let me pull up my calendar just so I make sure that I'm doing the right thing here. Calendars. There it is. Bam. Alright, so his very last entries were kinda in the month of Umbra. So, not this month, but the last one. Early on. His handwriting since then had gotten incredibly more sloppy. Almost shaky, as if his hoof was shaky during the thing. And you can, probably read along in his voice. He's still good at what he does, and part of that is art, writing, literature, that kind of thing, and he's very detailed in doing it. This entry right here saying, sorry, let me pull up my notes here. This entry pretty much going over seemingly a happy time of his life. Oh, the time is upon us, it says. The time is, the day is here. The day that he keeps telling me over and over I need to do. It won't get out of my head, but does it live here now? Yeah. I suppose it might. But what is it? I don't care. I don't care. It likes me. It has my best interests at heart. Yes. Today I will join the ranks. Yes, maybe we can get it out of my head. And then it kind of scrawls off. next couple entries are more. The next couple entries are dated, but rather than writing, they are all sketches, day after day after day, the same sketch. Just get, have you seen that that image of like somebody doing a self-portrait over the course of years of having dementia, and how it just gets more and more.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that, but it's his face as a mirror.
This is freaky.
All the way to the end.
Hey, what's with the mirror? Sorry,
Hey, I want to check a certain part of the journal.
Yeah.
Around the time we were fighting Heatfang, because, remember, that's when we first started feeling, I think, the aura. The fear aura.
Yeah, those diary entries, if you're wondering about the fear aura, that would be, I believe, around the month of Solace and Inferno, because Inferno was the season finale. Solace was when you guys were traveling up in that direction.
The first time we felt it was... I mean, a little bit earlier, because it was on the way to bring... what's her name? The ancient adult... Cafe. Bringing her Cafe back home.
Yep. It was bringing Cafe to her husband, where you guys had initially done that thing. So, looking at around that area of time, because I know when you're looking for, right? You go to those entries. At this point, his handwriting is very legible. It's actually very cursive, very nice to read, and it is accompanied by a fair few amount of drawings and things that seem to have been on his mind at the time. Though, clearly his writing was angry, as it kind of is in here. These jackals came in waves. I don't know what brought them, it says, but I'm going to get them out of this city. It's the last thing I do. There's a definite, like, period to that statement, like he jabbed the paper. And then below that, like, that sentence is the drawing of the swords that you guys now have. I found this in my travels. It seemed to have done me well. Hopefully, it will. If my family is reading this, know that I wished you the best. I'm taking up this blade and I'm going to go fight them myself. No Bannermanes are going to take over the city while I'm still here. Or no, Jackal, sorry.
Okay, I was about to be like...
Wrong way around.
The dementia was starting to kick in a little bit.
A little bit.
Wait a minute, so during this time, would Stocks have been aware of this plan, or at least that, like, hey, we have jackals ruining our city?
At around this time, this is around the time when Stocks would have started feeling that fear aura, and when it's definitely noticeable that, like, around the city, various attacks from these people called the jackals were starting to overwhelm the guards.
Oh. Yeah, he's mad that he was gone on that mission to go and defeat, well, the mission that he was totally unprepared for, the Babbage one.
Yeah.
He was gone that whole time when everything really just fell apart.
Mm-hmm. The next entries down that line, he continued to go on, though it's clear that some of these pages actually had blood on them, like he'd suffered some injuries, like several days in. Doesn't seem to be going good. Got the other Bannermanes. We're trying to get most of these artifacts outside of the city. They seem to be coming for the museum. They like whatever we have, but they're not going to get it. And it's very scribbled.
Oh. Yeah. So that one guy, the one guy was actually not lying. The one who was like, we catch it, like, we don't know if you're true, buddy. He wasn't lying.
And, yeah, like, it goes on. I've told my Bannermanes, grab what they can and smuggle it out of the city, if you can. We're not going to let all this history of ours be given to some cult or whatever they want to call themselves. Back into the fray I go. And he kind of, like, takes it. There's definitely, like, a note of weariness to his voice. Day by day, this sword helps serve me more and more. And I feel like it's probably my good luck charm.
It is precious to me.
Going up further and further toward, like, you know, that part where, like, his handwriting is definitely starting to get more scribbly. It starts to do that. It starts to, you know, become more shaky, I guess. They've accepted me into their ranks. I've tricked them. Maybe I could slowly get them out of the city. I just have to keep a level head. Don't let them find out. Don't let them in. Don't let them see. It's like I said, the handwriting is getting shakier and shakier. And then there's like a big space of time, like at least like a week or two, before you see another entry. I haven't slept in 2 weeks. And that's all it says. And there's some blank pages again. A couple sketches. And then it starts to really pick up from there into the really shaky stuff that you heard in the months after.
Any mention at all of his sister, Renaissance?
In this book, you start to kind of scroll through it, taking some time looking through. The only times he mentions his sister is kind of around that time, I guess, when the attack would have happened. But he only does it like in the mentioning of his Bannermanes, right? The Bannermanes and my sister, you know, usually like in those kind of wording, like those kind of wordings. Like, you know, I know she's safe. She knows what she's doing. She always has my back. Those kind of things. Though he never details where she went, where she knows she went. In fact, there's probably one entry in here, let's say, where he would mention something akin to the word of, I'll never write down in here where we're stashing things, lest this get in the wrong hands. You know, those kind of wordings. So clearly he was trying to leave out locations, people, those kind of things, like from his notes, just in case this got into the wrong hooves.
Is there any mention of the fear aura, where it feels the most intense? Like, did he ever attempt to track it down?
He himself never details that he felt scared. At least, not while holding the blade.
Moonplanter reaches out to look closer at the book, and he realizes he's holding the sword.
Yep. You've unsheathed it.
Stalks looks at it and says, could that be the blade that it's talking about in the book?
There's little doubt this is definitely the sword he was using against us. Moonplanter will put it back in the scabbard.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you really want to carry that around, Moonplanter?
Well, it's a very powerful weapon, no doubt.
Moonplanter, you can't keep holding on to it. I mean, maybe just stick it in the bag of holding and keep it there for a while.
Look, if my mental faculties start slipping, I'll put it away.
No, it's this. I think it's already happened. Considering you're even making that suggestion. If any of us were holding it, I know you would be overly cautious, telling us not to even be wielding it.
I'm sure it's fine. I've got full control. I know who I am. I know who you are.
Moonplanter, in a Swift, is gonna pull out his own bag of holding. Let's put it in the bag for now. All right.
Moonplanter will take it and he'll place it in his own bag.
Is it a bag of holding?
Yes.
You go to try to put it in the bag, but your sword meets the bottom of that bag. Seems like it doesn't want to go in there. Doesn't go through it. It just stops from going into that extra planar space.
You will attempt to force it into the bag.
You attempt to force it. The more you attempt to force it, you're getting to the point where, you know, if you try to force it anymore, you're going to be tearing a hole through the bottom of your bag of holding.
You'll pull the sword back out.
That's troublesome. That is extremely troublesome.
He'll attempt to put it into Swift's bag.
Same deal.
Alright, it's obviously not going into a bag for now. Let's figure out what's causing this fear aura.
Meanwhile, you said that it was getting more intense when we were back at the alley.
Yeah, it has retained that same amount of intensity.
Like over the whole city?
Yeah, so long as they're around you.
Stockade, did you sense the fear aura before you left?
Stockade looks a bit sick. I don't like whatever that thing is. It has an unholy presence.
What, the sword?
Yes.
It's...
Sorry, what was the question?
Would a perception check reveal any kind of evil presence?
I'm afraid that
No, it's not.
I'm afraid some champions are able to detect evil in their presence. I have not been able to familiarize myself with this ability. Basically, he has not taken that feat.
Okay.
But what was your question?
Did you feel the fear aura before you left Holbeck?
Ooh, that is a good question. I think so, right, Namely?
You felt the fear aura as you left Holbeck, yes, though obviously it's dissipating the further and further you got out.
Seemed to become... Yes. It seemed like I just thought it was my nerves. But it appears that my proximity to the city made it worse. So yes, we did feel it before this time.
The diary didn't mention anything about Stitch trying to track down the cause of the fear.
If you're not feeling the fear while holding the sword, then I think that has to make it at least extremely coincidental that it's the sword itself.
I mean, is the sword itself, is it... Did we try to detect curses on it? Team? GM?
Hmm?
I don't believe we ever tried anything like that.
You guys detected magic on it. Pretty much what you got. There's no detect curse. You have to roll DCs to be able to determine that.
What do we roll?
Well, you're gonna have to wait till the next day, because you guys did a lot of rolls on this thing already today.
Yep.
You, like, expended pretty much as you guys are gonna be able to get out of that from your collective rolls for, like, 24 hours.
Would Stocks have been close enough to the main Stitch to know if he had a curious enough personality to look into that kind of thing? Or did he ever indicate it to him?
Indicated that he had a curiosity?
Yeah, about the aura, like, hey, we gotta figure that out. Because, he was giving assignment.
The main Stitch would have never, like, said he was scared. Nor that he felt scared or anything like that. You, Stocks, have never even seen the main Stitch with this specific sword. So if he did have it, he was keeping it a secret, that's for sure.
Madame Fortuna confirmed this sword was made in Goldenport.
And to recall, there was a diary entry that was a sketch of Dute's memorial with the horn.
Now, Dute's horn, is it the scabbard, or not the scabbard, but the hilt of the sword?
No, this looks like a sword, it's not a horn.
The grip, the hilt of it.
Yeah, what about the hilt?
Is it made from Duke's horn?
No. It looks like a sword.
It's the runes on it.
The only thing that you recognize from this sword that was on Dude's horn is the fact that there seemed to be some sort of weird etching, sort of painting-like story to tell on Dude's horn.
Is it just a recollection of the day she blew up?
That's the one that you saw on the sword, yeah.
I wonder if this sword is the source of the fear aura.
If you do recall, Dude was pretty mad, wasn't she?
Was she?
She blew herself up on a fireworks rocket, you tell me.
Oh, you mean mad as in crazy? Yeah, she was definitely mad. I remember she made Moonplanter mad. Moonplanter tried to give a bunch of signals with his wings and his hooves to, you know, sneak into a room, stay low, and stay quiet. And Dude just goes, "Dude!" Blew our cover. But what does that have to do with the sword?
It's a question, isn't it?
Does Moonplanter recall if Dude's ever had a falchion?
Nah, Dude never had a falchion. She didn't even carry a weapon. She always just carried the horn.
Right.
Always the horn. It's how she communicated. It's how she emoted. It's how she performed.
Alright, so Dude was obviously crazy. Stitch was crazy. Do I recognize any other murals on the sword?
Right now, like all the murals on the sword, all the way up to the explosion one, the only ones you could see are just depictions of all those wonderful paintings that are just outside. Like somewhere on there, even I'm sure you could even see like the the depiction of one of those painted creatures tackling and utterly destroying that mother that Tangent had saved her 2 kids from. Like all those kind of things. It's very detailed.
Oh, I can sense you're dropping some major hints here, but I'm not sure how to piece it together.
It's all good.
I don't have any ideas. Bannerman? Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's pretty reasonable to assume that I think this sword is the cause of the fear aura, because if either that or like some other item, right? But the only person who isn't afraid is you, and everybody else who doesn't carry the sword isn't. The Stitch was talking about how like, oh, I'm gonna go find the sword. He found it somewhere here. There was a fear aura here. I think it's not unreasonable to assume that they're connected.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like, I believe it's totally the sword. I'm just like not getting the like beyond that.
The question is, what do we do with it? Because
How
this thing
and just how it connects to Dude.
this thing is going to wherever we put it, it's going to be a huge burden wherever it is. Like there has to be like a way to seal this or something.
Well, I think, and then as Moonplanter goes to gesture with his hoof, he realizes he's holding the sword again. Puts it back in the scabbard. I think we need to rejoin the group. Like, I agree with you. If this thing is going to start driving me crazy, I don't need to hold on to it.
Alright, go back to the museum.
Yep.
How are you conducting these
yeah.
paintings before you go?
We just don't give the command. As you had said earlier, they are not going to move for any other reason. We just let them stay there.
Fantastic. So long as Fortuna doesn't.
one more room to search through here. What's in this room?
Food, water,
Okay.
ore and stuff.
Oh wait, we need food and water for the folks back at the museum.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's take this.
Start bring.
Loading up.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You guys load up on food and water. Take it back to the museum. I'm going to bring you guys back to Elmgate. Move your token right down the way.
Great thinking, Moon Planner.
And then get back
Hey.
to the museum.
I'm not completely gone yet.
So, Vively,
Yeah.
I want to give you the reason why Triple was going and saving some of the jackals too, as well as the citizens. He is going to be trying to convince some of them who are the most shaken up to potentially join the High Rollers and turn a new leaf.
Nice. I need that diplomacy roll.
Yep. Blind?
Yes. The
Just on the most impressionable ones.
jackals specifically.
Yeah, the ones that are most impressionable. About like, hey, you know, you don't have to be a criminal, you don't have to join this thing that, you know, they kill you if you leave.
Yeah, some of them look pretty shaken up by this experience and probably look like they're willing to turn over a new leaf.
Nice. That's how the High Rollers roll.
Much to the
And yet he
chagrin.
claims his branch to be the best.
Seems like much to the chagrin of Mr. Swift Sails over there. Alright. So you guys come back here, and I'm going to put in a bunch of NPCs, but why are you guys back here? What are you guys doing?
Seeing how the living graffitis are effectively detained, I think it's safe to tell these people to can go back to their homes. We'll pass out some food and water to whomever needs it on their way out.
Alright.
Ooh, we are also going to put a strict nobody enter the greenhouse thing.
Nobody enter the greenhouse. Fantastic. And you guys start doing that. Pingwing is going, like, if you guys, are you guys telling Pingwing about everything you guys have been figuring out? That's the question. He's been here with these guys.
Yeah, the paints, the alchemist lab, the poisons, the diarrhea, of course.
Fantastic. Yeah. You tell Pingwing about all these various things, and he will add the additional. I'm just putting them in here just because it's fun. The additional thing. No, don't go into the greenhouses. Don't use paints. I know how much you want to, but don't. And he looks almost apologetic toward Duck. Don't play any music. She looks a little disappointed. Oh.
Triple, you're back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Triple
But
do-
Stoxy is... Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah, Triple did be here. Most of the jackals obviously didn't really clear out the place. Those are probably the ones, you know, wandering around, that kind of thing. But like, they seem to be in a little bit more of like a relieved state that this kind of seems to be handled. A couple of them, like, you know, pining for news, but, you know, obviously brushing them off to go to your party. To, you know, I take it catching up, Pingling on all this. He agrees with Stocks. Yeah, we probably... I mean, if it is true, right, this is something bad, we should probably find a way so it doesn't get into... And he kind of, like, trails off, and he kind of blinks, and then pulls out his book. Wait, we're getting this, aren't we? And your NPC will give you a little bit of information that you've unlocked, which, I mean, you guys already got some parts of this imprisonment ritual. What do you think it was for?
You know this?
And he, well, I know part of it, he says, pointing to the book. Look, we found this one in Wati, and, the GM's trying to...
The other one on the way here.
Yeah, the other one on the way here, and all of it seemed to be... He kind of scratches it on his head. Kind of escapes me. But you know what might not escape you? A Bannermanes lore, if any of you guys got it.
Fletcher has that.
You have it when you hold Aura.
Yes, so Moonplanter will go to reach for Aurora, and then he will put the falchion back in the scabbard.
And
And wait,
You pull
I
out.
don't have Aurora in my inventory. I think Swift does.
It's in the party loot.
Oh, okay. Well, I will take it out and then.
You withdraw aura, and it is still glowing. It's even It's glowing even more now. Actually, it's almost hot to the touch, Moon Planner.
Interesting. Does it get more vibrant and hotter when it gets closer to the falchion?
Oh yeah.
Moon Planner's gonna set the falchion on the ground.
You set it on the ground.
And then, holding Aurora, he will inquire into the Bannermanes lore.
Give me that roll, blind if you could. The ancestors of this sword would impart upon you some knowledge. That yes, there was an ancient sword, an evil sword at one point, that had been sealed away. And the imprisonment ritual your friend holds before you is part of that ritual.
Where can we find the rest?
And I'll take one more roll for that since that was a success. Keep rolling until you fail.
I'm gonna have my hero point on standby.
Where can you find the rest, you ask these ancestors.
Yes.
Well, there speaks of a great machine that was once meant to fight these four horrors, this blade in particular. Perhaps I had a tool in order to, to help it in sealing away. Golden Port would be your answer. At least a look. That's where your ancestors, the ancestors of the sword point you toward.
They're referring to the construct that was designed to fight the three horrors, but ended up attacking them.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, it was meant to fight them, so it knew their weaknesses.
Well,
Anakinikai?
Anakinikai.
Anakinikai.
Anakinikai, yeah. Otherwise known as, if you don't want to use the big one, I believe it's the Sea Engine. Warlords. Let me just double check my knowledge here. Yep, Sea Engine.
Moon Planter did the research, so he would use their proper names.
Yep, Anakinikai would be the proper name, and for normies, of course, the Sea Engine.
One more ritual could we learn about, and it's a little bit more minor, but the ritual to send those paintings and turn them into, the Harry Potter moving painting things so they can go to the afterlife.
Yeah, that might be one you guys have to search for, or at least a way to how to get that one.
Well, could one of us could we ask Pingwing, listen, do you know of anything like that?
I actually, and he searches his NPC knowledge to see if he has it. And I'm just gonna roll his academia lore here. Just do a public, why not? I know that they do that kind of thing in Erelon, but I've never paid for the study to do it. But they do. I'm sure that they do have classes on it. He says. He looks a little bit hopeful. It'd probably be an illusion or something like that, or maybe less of an illusion. But they do have clerical studies there too, so if it's divine, they probably know, right?
Maybe Triple could back this up. He's got society too.
That would be take society or academia lore for this one.
Oh. Also, yeah, his society is supposed to be expert because of that one feat. But there we go. Oh, or I could. Well, yeah, society's better.
Triple, you can back up this statement. There are plenty of studies on this exact nature. In fact, Triple, you can also confirm that Erelon is typically the place that you go to probably buy into learning some of these more rare rituals and all that jazz. Or at least studying up on them, reconstructing, making your own libraries, those kind of things. It's all about that. If you need magic that you don't know, that's the place.
He sheepishly relays this to Pingwing.
And you say the same thing, like, oh, yeah, exactly. And he looks. I mean, I'm okay going back. I'd be kind of excited, Oh, wouldn't you be excited? And he looks toward Duck, actually.
He's walked away.
Yeah, he's not looking toward you, Triple. He looks toward Duck. He kind of forgets about you for a second, almost. Like he looks toward Duck, like for her opinion. Can I sing and dance there? Of course. They got a whole school of music. Wow. And she looks really excited. Doesn't that sound exciting, Trip? And she looks around. Where did Triple go? Huh?
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone like the wind. She seems to be looking around for a tumbleweed, but unfortunately can't find it.
Triple instead, remember those guys that, would have said no to the, what was it? Proposition, right?
Yeah.
Now that he's gotten the guys who have given him an honest answer, I want to turn a new leaf. It is then when he imparts the knowledge, then you're under arrest. Around, like, all of these people who could totally take them on, basically, as well as the people who just joined him.
So, what's he doing? Sorry?
He is telling the ones that weren't honest, then you're under arrest.
Oh.
The ones who basically were like, well, no, I don't want to join. Now, he didn't say that first. That way they don't go, oh yeah, I'll totally join the Bannermanes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And so you say this, and they're like, you're right. I see why they want you. And then they start backing out. I won't forget your face, Jackweed. And then some of them skitter out the room, right? Like the ones that.
Well, no, they're the ones that are under arrest. They're not leaving. We got everybody here, including all the people the commoners who were angry earlier, and all the people who just joined my side.
Well, they look like they're ready to fight if you're gonna be under arresting them here.
Okay, I'll wait until this interaction happens until you guys sort out your stuff, because this is an issue that we need to resolve.
We don't have authority or manacles to arrest all the ones that said no.
Well, like I said, you guys handle your stuff really quickly before we get to that. However that is resolved. I don't have intimidation, maybe somebody else does.
I think it's Moon Planner. Yeah, Moon Planner. You start seeing something fly out of your bag, and then another tiny thing running away with what seems to be like a rolled up piece of paper. Two of them, actually.
Moonplanter will grab Aurora and the falchion and pin down whatever is running away with his paperwork.
You can give me a grapple check. Yeah, you pin him down by the tail, and then he drops what seems to be two wanted posters, the one specifically for Sarsaparilla and for Pushpin.
Those are mine.
No, they're not. Look, it's mine. It's his picture. It's an old friend of mine.
And, he'll let Pushpin up, but then he'll spank him on the backside with Aurora.
I mean, he's still gonna try to go for the papers unless you're scooping him up.
No, I'm scooping him up.
Yeah, you scoop up the bounties for Pushpin and Sarsaparilla.
Come on, give me that one. It's mine.
Get your own.
No, I don't want the scene. I don't want to be wanted.
Oh, let's see. How much are you worth there? Ooh. Which one of them do you think can pay this out?
Don't you get any ideas, you?
Let's see here.
He starts reaching for his own little tiny dagger.
Moonplanter will playfully act like he's writing down something on the parchment.
No! Stop that! Stop!
Casting, grand larceny.
No! Don't do any of that. That wasn't me.
It looks like he's about to cry.
No!
Kidnapping.
I didn't kidnap anybody.
Arson.
He's
forgeries.
He flies to Fortuna.
Fortuna!
Yeah.
Stop! He's like crying all over your box.
Careful. Oh shit, I fell down.
Well, Pushpin, it looks like you agree with me that this is best left away from the eyes of everyone.
Wait, hang on a second. I think I'm gonna need to do an acrobatics check to make sure I do.
Do we have the cartoon fall noises on standby?
No.
That was supposed to be public.
It is, but I had to rearrange my playlist, so it got swept up in the mix. All the way down. Watch it, says this one over here, who like you crash next to.
What was the roll?
Not very good.
Oh, do I get damage?
Yeah, you take some damage, fall damage specifically. So I think it's like 2d6 this height. You take 4 points of box damage.
Hmm.
And or
Half. Oh shit.
you feel like a small tingle up your ghostly spine.
Oh, not again.
A foreboding feeling almost.
Oh no. No. I need to get out of here.
What's wrong? What? Wait, what's wrong?
There's this is not a good place.
Hold on. Wait. He reaches for your hoof, but it just kind of goes. Oh, that's cold.
Yeah, yeah, don't do that.
Real
Oh
quick.
god, hang on. Oh, this. I gotta try to RP here, but it's also 6 a.m., so I'm starting to lose it a bit. But yeah, I don't want to get quinted. This is horrible. I don't like this. Fuck it.
You don't wanna what? And
I'm not getting quinted. I've seen this shit happen. They're gonna come. They're coming.
Who's coming?
The quinters, of course.
Who are the Quinters?
They're the quinters. You know, but
I think that's a good enough place as any to leave off for today's session.
What?
Ord, what did you do?
Oh boy.
nothing. I just I just came here and wanted to join you guys. So I asked that nice hotel mayor to help me out of the hotel as soon as you guys left.
Are we ending there, or can I follow up?
I'll let you follow up. Go for it.
Oh,
So, what hotel mayor?
that one. Oh shit, she's here with you guys.
Yeah, that's Bellhop. She left with us.
No. I meant ball hop. It's about ball hop I'm talking about. It's another one.
What?
Bellhop?
Ball hop.
Penguin
Bellhop, you know
squinting.
who she's talking about?
What was that
Lady,
question?
What?
I missed the question.
He asked Bellhop, do you know who she's talking about?
Who?
Bellhop.
Yeah, that's me.
Penguin is rolling sense motive. He's squinted.
Real quick. Stocks has already been healing triple, but he's going to give a little bit of healing to Fortuna. I don't know if we're going to need it soon.
Okay, I guess you can't give me like 4 points of damage.
There you go. Take this healing.
Who are you giving that to?
Fortuna. You will wait 10 minutes, pray, and then give another lay on hands to triple.
Duck over here is like going over. She bounds up toward Bellhop, seemingly convinced by Ord.
Gosh, I didn't know your name was Bullhop.
Bellhop just stays quiet there.
She's
She's not gonna say a thing.
What? Hello?
and she's like getting up in your face.
Bullhop?
Oh.
Bull.
No, I'm not. I'm not a testicle.
Why did she call you
Okay.
that then?
I don't fucking know what she's talking about.
Ord, are we about to be attacked? Because these civilians need to be cleared out, if so.
Oh, maybe I'm not actually sure here. It's the Quinters. Yes.
Quinters. Says Ping like sounds it out, just like Ting looking as if. Like he's just making sure what he heard is the correct. He's sounding it out, just like looking at your reaction. Did I get that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Roll the knowledge society. Do I know who the Quinters are?
You do not.
Ew. I know who the Quinters are.
Let's see. Even as a master, you do not. But what you'd probably get is that sounds pretty religious-y.
I think
I think that's
I'm gonna try bellhop.
Yeah, all right, go for it, bellhop. Oh, and there it is. Bellhop, you're aware of what the Quinters are.
Yeah. Guys, how do I say this nicely? It's the ghost police. And, yeah, it's the ghost police. She did something.
Ward looking incredibly nervous.
Oh, no. Yes, yes.
Oh, what did you do?
I just wanted to get out of that hotel. I couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, what did you do?
I just punched the bouncer and then just left. But apparently,
Did you kill him?
no, I just punched him. I just punched him and then just left. But apparently, that's grounds for quinting, whatever the hell that is. But apparently, it just means you become nothing. Your essence gets destroyed. You become nothing, and I don't want to be nothing.
Well, that's not going to happen.
What?
That's not going to happen.
Oh, you have no idea. Those guys are awful. I've been running ever since. I just can't do it alone. Oh.
And with that, I think that's a
Yeah.
that's a good place for us to end today. So I'm gonna go ahead and push the button. Everybody say bye, 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 bye.
Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next time.